Batteries fully charged. Launch ready for WWE Aftershock for AEW Spark in 3, 2, 1. All Elite Wrestling discussion, World Wrestling Entertainment discussion is live. Cue host Owen Finch.
Welcome everybody to SmackDown vs. Raw 2023, and today's fucking thing, we're gonna talk about how the gameplay is, because apparently there's a fucking what? Oh,
Zero, yeah, this isn't SmackDown versus Raw. This is NXT versus Dynamite, buddy. We're back to 2019 to 2021 time frame.
but no, that's supposed to happen on Wednesday. Why?
No, it's the Tuesday Night Wars now.
What the fuck?
Oh shit! It's Tuesday.
Well, we're recording this on Wednesday. If that's too confusing, but yeah, it's the Tuesday Night Wars. Part 2.
Okay, funny story, right? Tuesday was a weird time because I was supposed to have a fucking job interview. So like, I took the train, right, and like.
Okay. No derailings this time, right? That's not a good sign.
Okay, there wasn't no.
At least you lived.
Bruh. Okay, so there wasn't no derails, but what happened is that, so like, I'm on the train, so I switched from the green line to the red line, and then we stopped at a station, right, and they kicked all of us off. Because I don't know what happened, but like, I had to check Metro status, and apparently his train got disabled somehow. So they kicked all of us off the train, because they're going to send that train back to the other side. Well, the opposite destination. So yeah, so I have to wait for another train to continue taking me to my stop. And the other train came. The first car was empty. It was shut down. So they told us to not go into that car, go into the other cars. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I got there. I got to the interview, and Lord and behold, they told me to reschedule. So I was there. So I had an hour-long journey to get to the fucking place, just to be told you got to reschedule. I'm like, what the fuck?
I won't tell you to withhold maybe saying anything, because I don't want to be the reason you don't get the job.
No, like, it wasn't that. It was cause, like, okay, I'm gonna be real with you. So I don't know how to word this. So when I got there, it was a whole different world, bro. It was white people, bro. It was like straight crackers all over the place, and I'm a nigga, so
we know that. Well, I knew that, but I don't think Chris did, because he's the only episode of Sparks he's watched is when you've been off camera, so I don't think he knew that. So
I'm a nigga, right? So basically, like, so I told this to my grandmother, to my mom. When I was there, it was a whole different world, bro. Like, yeah. like
you put some suited up white people,
bruh. All I saw was Caucasians and fucking Asians, bruh. Maybe some Latinos here and there, but when I went to the movies, which was in Alexandria, Virginia, it was white, black, white, black, Latinos, and sometimes Asians. when I was down there at Bethesda, Maryland for the interview, it was and white and Asians. Down here, where I'm at, Peachey County, Maryland / Washington D.C. It's just straight niggas. So when I went to the fucking job interview, I thought I went through a portal. I was like, what the fuck? Look at all.
Probably one of those.
Look at this high
Probably one of
class
those
place.
probably one of those alternate universe type of portals too, where you just feel like you're in a different universe.
What's funny is that when I was down there, I was playing Mortal Kombat. I was playing Mortal Kombat fucking Deception and Armageddon. So I was just fucking around on my Steam Deck. So yeah. But I'm gonna be real with you. So before we actually start the whole war to the other shit, I'm gonna give you a fair warning. The main show I watched was NXT.
Oh, okay.
I try to watch Dynamite, but like whole time when I was trying to watch like post shows, I was too busy getting my ass whooped by Noob Smoke. If you play Mortal Kombat Deception, the semi-boss is Noob Smoke. And I swear to God, bro, I never been tag teamed in my life. I was getting toyed with. Fucking Onaga made me rage quit the game and just continue watching the show. I was about to beat him, but he punched me so hard, I went off the fucking stage and went through a spike, killing me instantly. Yeah. I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah, I've had moments where I've rage quit. Like
I've had plenty.
Yeah, so
where I've actually like broken controllers and broken video game discs and cases and shit by throwing them across my basement.
What is wrong with y'all? Like fucking breaking controllers, bro. Look, man,
it's fun.
What do you mean it's fun? It costs money.
We love to lose money. You know,
what is wrong with y'all? We can't help ourselves.
Look, bro, the only way you could catch me lose money is if I paid for OnlyFans, bro. That's
your simp.
Fuck you, nigga.
but anyhow, yeah, that was the.
See, James, we can get along.
I know, yeah. We're doing this off of our better judgment because I've been warned that this could go south, and so far it's going well. Other than just kidding around and all that type of stuff, but we haven't even started the war yet. This is just a little battle right here that's going on. And I'm sorry, Chris. I think you lost the battle. I think Zero kind of took that one. So,
it's all right. I'll go cry myself to sleep.
But don't worry, Chris. As Don Callis said last week, you don't win battles, you win wars. So, we'll see. But I feel like this is going to be a war that you might not be able to win, but we'll see. But yeah, so we're doing the Tuesday Night Wars. We're gonna we're putting together WWE Aftershock and AEW Spoke. This is obviously going to be cool because obviously I do both shows. Chris does WWE Aftershock. He did Spoke in the past, but just the less said about that, the better. He had
a gun. No, man, he was doing Spark with a gun pointing at his head, bro. He didn't have no choice.
Exactly.
Yeah, he didn't have a choice. He didn't have a choice.
Crappy dark shows.
Yeah.
Hey, man, don't disrespect dark, bro. That's the only time I get a good podcast out there. Is when I hear fucking Taz.
I had to suffer with Marina Shafir.
Look, don't disrespect Maria Shafir, bro. She's trying her hardest, I guess.
We don't know her.
What do you mean we don't know her, bro? We don't know. Yeah. You don't know me.
You're the problem. You're the problem.
Yeah, I'm definitely the problem, bro, over here.
But yeah, Zero's the Spoke person. He mainly does Spoke every week, and this is the first time I've had him on, other than the rundown this past weekend. But this will be the first time I've had him on to review a full episode. What do you say? Unfortunately, it was your idea.
I know. That's why I said unfortunately.
But yeah, this is the first time he's going to be reviewing a WWE show. So this is gonna be fun. Again, I've had many warnings about doing this, just because obviously they were worried about how the styles were gonna clash between Zero and Chris. Because if you've watched both shows, you know the comedy styles and just the personalities are so different. They were worried this was gonna come crashing down, but we'll see. We'll see if it works. Obviously,
James
does it hurt inside though?
Wait. What do you mean hurt inside?
We'll find out.
Because at the end of the day, we're all just real Americans.
Yes, we are.
Ew.
Well, actually, no, we're not. No, we're not. Because technically,
no, man.
Yeah.
I'm a refugee, bro. I was kidnapped from my mother's womb. So basically, I'm not a real.
But yeah, let's just get started covering the Tuesday Night Wars. I guess the best way to start with this, because I watched both shows, and we'll kind of do a majority rule type of thing. I'll ask both of you. I'm going to take the Fightful when they used to do the Wednesday Night Wars podcast. I'm going to take that approach. I feel like it's going to be pretty obvious answers. I'll ask both of you which show you guys liked better. And if you guys both say...
I'm going to be real with you, bro.
Oh, wow.
No, because, like... Okay, here's the reason, bro. James is going to hate me. Because, like, if I show you... if I show you my if I show you my OBS, you'll see why. But I'm gonna kid this out there. The reason why I pick NXT is because, like, it's a few reasons. One, because bruh, fucking Dynamite was a bit weird. Like, yes, it probably has some good. Yes, it has some good matches here and there. But the main problem is that Matt Sydal got fucking squashed in less than like a freaking millisecond by fucking a Wardlow. She'da won back the fucking title. Why? I don't have a problem with Sheeta, but what was the point of putting the title on a Saraya and then put it back on Sheeta?
Save your rant until we actually review the show. But yeah, so you say NXT. Well, Chris, let's just be real. I hate to say this. I don't really hate to say this, but you picked NXT also, so you know.
NXT had more interesting shit in my opinion, bro.
Yeah,
it was a far better show.
I get to saw my boy Trick Williams, bro. I love that, man. Whoop that trick, bro. Whoop that trick.
James' concerns about originally what was going to happen is I was expecting Zero to say Dynamite and Chris to say NXT, and I was going to be this majority rule, and I was going to pick NXT, but you guys both pick NXT. But yeah, I you know.
That was an easy question to answer.
What was the question?
Your question was, pitch show was better. I just admitted fucking NXT. It had a lot more interesting shit, bro. Dynamite was alright, but I really couldn't give a fuck, in my opinion.
So, you know.
I see, James. We can agree.
I know, yeah. So we're doing good so far. So yeah, we'll cover NXT first. Yeah. So NXT. Both of these shows took place on. Let me get my calendar out. They both took place on October 10th, 2023. Usually Zero on Spark will say a big significant thing that happened on each show. We know one thing that happened, and that's this was the let me see. This was like the 13-year anniversary of when what's the name? IMMORTAL debuted when they came. This was because it was 10-10-10 when that happened.
Oh shit! It was okay. So that day was Bound for Glory.
Yeah, it was
2010.
Yeah,
I remember. Holy fucking shit, bro! When fucking Immortal just debuted, fucking Jeff Hardy turned heel and everything. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was. That might be that might be a retro someday.
No, it's not.
Hey, if someone picks it, we have to do it. That's part of the rule.
None of y'all Nicholas better not pick that shit. I swear to God.
It's not like you have to show up, you know. So
I know.
Yeah, we had NXT. we had the commentary team of Booker T and Vic Joseph. This is kind of funny because everybody knows this is going to be what's kind of cool about the different perspectives, because everybody knows how Chris and I feel about Booker T and Vic Joseph on commentary. We've made that note various times, but this is funny because Zero used to comment on WWE Aftershock before we started doing videos together, and he would always troll us and say,
"We're being trolled, bro. Booker T's the greatest, bro. I love this guy's commentary, bro."
Do you want to get to the reason why? Because you've never been able to say it.
You want to know the reason why I like him? Because he has a personality, bro. Yes, he may be a dumbass when he speaks and shit.
Mr. Grunts.
Nah, but ooh yeah.
He goes silent for a good 10 minutes of each show.
Yeah, bro. Now, the thing is, don't get him start talking, bro. When he starts Booker T to the type of guy when he commentates, he will basically start yapping, and it's the funniest shit I've ever heard. Like, the best part about his commentary is just he would just say some. I don't even know how to describe it. No meat, no bread, no water, just meat. I'm like, alright, bro.
He loves
alright, bro.
He loves calling out people like he knows and doesn't have to say who they are too. He's done that a few times recently.
Fucking awesome.
He also sings along to whoop that trick too.
Yep, he's done that.
Yeah. I like it. Oh yeah, man.
He also
the greatest ad libs I've ever heard of a fucking theme song.
He also loves to break. It'll come out. I think we've talked about. He'll break into black snow on commentary randomly out of nowhere too. He loves doing that too. And then this is the favorite thing. He loves Vic Joseph will ask him a question, and he doesn't answer the question. He'll just start talking, and then he forgets to answer Vic Joseph's question.
He just yaps.
Or when Vic Joseph asks him a question, then he just goes silent for 10 minutes.
Bruh, I don't blame him. Just look at Tiffany Stratton, bro. That's a fucking Barbie girl, bro. That could fight, which is crazy.
I mean, I think the funniest thing ever will be is that when he ordered Uber Eats off of to the arena and all that type of stuff, and he got caught doing it. So
look, man, he was hungry. Okay. If I had to sit there for 2 hours just watching fucking develop, if I had to sit there watching 2 hours of just fucking NXT 2.0, bro, I don't blame him. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I can't blame him.
Look at these.
But yeah, get into the actual show. Cody Rhodes comes out to make his announcement. He's got a few announcements. Everybody's loving Cody Rhodes. He's really over, and he announces 3 things. He first announces that after the culmination of the women's breakout tournament, we're going to have the men's breakout tournament, so that will be exciting. And then he announces that the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic is coming back, which everybody speculated on because, he pretty much used that as part of his promo. And then he announces that for tonight only, he is the special guest general manager, which obviously is okay. This is obviously kind of a callback because when he was in AEW, he was one of the EVPs, and it's funny. Chris and I talked about this off air and everything like that. Everybody hated him. That was one of the reasons they hated him when he got announced as the special guest GM. Everybody loved it. They were loving it. So that was great stuff.
Because you know why? It was only a one night only thing.
Nobody wants to see this motherfucker just yapping in the fucking backstage. That's the thing.
And then
it's okay. I don't know how to fucking explain this, but so the reason why it's different is because when he was the EVP, right, he was literally in charge and he could easily book himself into some shit. But since now he's just technically a WWE superstar to other shit, and and it's a whole different audience, then it's a different story. So it's like, yeah.
But then after this, after he makes all these announcements and everything like that, Ilya Dragunov comes out. He introduces himself to Cody Rhodes. He talks about how he looks forward to leaving his heart and blood and sweat out in the NXT ring. He talks about how he wants to face the best challenges possible and all that type of stuff. And then Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley come out. It seems like no matter where Cody Rhodes goes, Dominic Mysterio is not far behind him. It seems like he's stalking him, but
fucking creep.
That's what it seems like. And Dominic Mysterio's
fucking creepy chicken tender eating child.
Why say chicken eating, bro? What? Why had to say chicken eating? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because every time he goes to a restaurant, he only eats chicken tenders.
What's wrong with chicken tenders, bro?
They're delicious, but if they don't have chicken tenders, same with the Judgment Day, just leave. That's legit. It legitimately happens,
bro. Bro. Every time, it's like this, right? So, like, anytime Cody or anybody else, all you hear is the fucking Judgment Day. Fucking Judgment Day theme song just plays out of nowhere.
But yeah, Dominic Mysterio talks about how he's the real ratings draw of NXT because he's the reason that NXT is really worth a damn. And, he talks about how he wants to face Ilya Dragunov for the NXT championship. And Cody says that's a great idea. You're going to put your North American title on the line. But Rhea Ripley says that he's not going to do that because he's done all for this brand, and this brand owes him one. There's no need for him to put the NXT North American title on the line.
Let him know.
And they do the bit. They do the bit where Rhea whispers something into Dom's ear, and they do a funny bit where then it cuts to Cody, and he's like whispering something in Ilya Dragunov's ear. It's really funny. But the match gets made official, and Cody says that he realizes that there's going to be Judgment Day shenanigans, so he makes a special guest referee. LA Knight, which everybody absolutely loves. And that's pretty much, that sets up kind of like the 1 hour main event of NXT. This was a great segment here. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was awesome. I thought everybody played their parts really well, and it set up a really nice NXT title match for later on in the show. So, I guess we'll start with Chris. We'll have Chris go first for the NXT portion to give his thoughts. But what did you think overall of this segment right here and kind of how everybody played their roles and everything like that?
I thought the opening segment was fantastic. I thought the crowd just really loved Cody, and the one thing he said is that the Rhodes spilled a lot of blood in Florida, and they did. They spilled tons of blood in Florida. And when he was talking about his father and he was talking about the Dusty Classic, it kind of got him emotional and choked up a little bit, and it shows you the importance it is how important Dusty was to his life, not even like just it being his father. And I loved it. The crowd loved it. The crowd was singing along with them. He loved it. It was great. The whole fucking thing was great. And then Dom getting put in his place is even better because fuck Dom.
There you go.
What did Dom do to you?
Well,
it's because he just breathed.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris, why don't you explain to Zio why you don't like Dom since he's new to the Aftershock portion of this show?
Dom's a piece of shit. Because fuck him, that's why. You see what he did to his dad? That's a piece of shit. Fuck him.
But
piece of shit.
But Ray was a bad father.
Ray's a great dad. Look at Aaliyah. Aaliyah's a perfect angel of a child. And look at that piece of shit that he also had part in birthing.
Aaliyah, she was about to fuck Buddy Matthews, bro. Remember?
Remember, that happened. That happened at one point in time.
Yeah. Why didn't he stop her from that, bro?
Dom didn't.
Now, come on now, bro.
And then he talks bad to his mom. Like, come on.
That was just wild, bro.
Piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. He's pussy whipped.
He got fucking hit with a chinchilla. That
So,
shit would
well,
never.
just-
That shit would never. Bro, I can't stop laughing at the fact that during WrestleMania, Ray took off his belt and just whooped his ass.
He deserved it.
That shit was too funny.
He deserved it. He needed that discipline. Apparently,
still
it didn't
love-
work because he's still a piece of shit.
I still love the fact, by the way, that same day, Aaliyah posted a picture with some woman, and then you find out it's Dominic Mysterio's fiance in real life.
That is wild.
I think she was sitting front row too when John doing the
was.
WrestleMania match too. So it's like, you know, all right. This is another battle that just happened between Zero and Chris. And I'm sorry, Zero. I think Chris won this round. Chris won this battle, so you're gonna have to come back with something right here.
Don't worry, I already came back. Wanna know why? Watch this. Looking about the Shiva screen real quick.
Oh no!
I already won this battle. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
All right, let's see what's going on
If
right
it
here.
fucking loads.
I'm gonna get copyrighted, but you know. It's...
All right, nah, man. So, fuck. Okay, so
no.
here's how it's supposed to look. So it's supposed to look like this, right? Like this. Fuck.
You seeing this, Chris?
I don't see it.
Oh, you have to watch stream. You have to go in
Yeah.
the.
I'm good.
That.
Yeah, that's right. That's fucking right. Let's go.
I told you I won this
Yeah.
battle.
Yeah, that's right.
Chris, you're gonna have to come back with something. That's the big battle.
love
right
it.
there.
I love it. Let's go.
Yeah.
James, look it. Look it. It's okay. We're living.
But anyhow, Zero, what did you think of this opening segment on NXT last night?
Alright. This was a goofy ass segment. Because, like, one, because fucking Cody Rhodes over here, like, my father is Dusty Rhodes, and and then he gets a giant pop and all that shit. Then, like, then he, you know, of course he's gonna announce the Dusty Classic, which, you know, makes sense because that's their yearly tournament. And like I always liked it, the whole Dusty tournament. It's pretty dope. And the other announcement is the men's breakout thing, which of course they're gonna have it because why they just announce the women's and not also announce the men's? It's self-explanatory. Then, like, the other announcement was basically him being GM for, you know, yeah. Okay, cool. And then fucking Dragunov, his Russian. Okay, did you know Dragunov is Russian and German?
I didn't know this. Yes,
Yes.
Chris, did you know this?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Dragunov. I think he was born in Russia, but his ma is German. I think that's the thing. So yeah. So Dragunov. When I was watching this with the boys, but one of them said Dragunov is the only guy I know who has like crackhead energy. It's just he just goes fucking crazy for no fucking reason.
He does have crackhead energy.
Bruh.
Well,
remember the fucking title match against him and Carmelo Hayes? When fucking when Dragunov tried to, you know, give a handshake to when Dragunov tried to shake Carmelo's hand, he started yelling at him. He was just barking in his fucking face. Yeah, you're good.
he
I'm
was.
like, bro, chill out. You won, bro. But Dragunov just out there said, "Hey man, what's up, Cody?" Fucking Dominic's like, wait. You forgot about me, the draw of NXT. And then everybody's like, shut the fuck up, bro. So, fucking Dominic over here just he just yapping his mouth away, challenging Dragunov. And Dragunov like, all right, bro. Basically, this whole segment was just like a whole setup, and it's funny because it's not even the main event.
No, it was the 1 hour main event, so that was cool.
It's just funny as shit. They build up this whole match, and usually when they do this, it's for the main event. But no.
Yeah.
And then a special guest ref is LA Knight, bro.
Yeah.
Which is the goofiest shit I've ever thought about. And I can't wait to talk about LA Knight's fit when he was a referee. It is the funniest shit I've ever seen, bro.
And again, I should mention this. I mentioned this when I was doing Spoke last night. You're gonna see that probably today at some point. Well, yesterday, since it's coming out, tomorrow because we're recording this Wednesday. But both the first half hour of both shows were commercial free. Well, at least if NXT was. Dynamite was a little longer than that, but we'll get to that when we review Dynamite. Let's get to the next thing that happened is John Cena arrives. It is John Cena. I'm thinking
Cena needs to stop with his fucking damn cars, bro. His Hondas is crazy.
He's speeding too.
He didn't even park. What a dickhead!
Well, he's got people for that. They have.
He literally pulled up and parked in the middle of the fucking joint. What the fuck, bro?
I know. You can't be doing that at the PC. The PC is a dangerous place. People have been kidnapped there and everything like that too. So
fucking TNA ninjas.
Yeah. So, but yeah, John Cena pulls up. He just pulls into the building. I thought this was good for what it was. Any quick thoughts you guys want to give about this? I thought it was funny.
He needs to stop.
He can drive.
He can't.
He was speeding, Chris.
That's too bad. He can do whatever he wants.
He didn't even park.
He is the Fast and the Furious franchise.
He can
do whatever he wants.
Bro, he didn't even park. He didn't park in the parking space. He just fucking parked in between two cars.
Yeah, he really
one in
did.
front, one in the back.
What if someone backed up and hit him or something like that too? Like, what would have happened? Like,
motherfucker get aid through the car. He did this shit.
Yeah. Then we had our first match on the show. It was a brand versus brand interpromotional match. It was NXT's Roxanne Perez versus SmackDown's Asuka. During the match, Shotzi comes out to do commentary. It was really random, but it was a nice little surprise. This match probably went better if had Shotzi not been on commentary, because in the beginning portions they weren't even really talking about the match. They announced that at Halloween Havoc Night 1, Shotzi's going to be the special guest host, as she typically is, and she also announces that she's going to be bringing Scarlett with her. I feel like they could have announced this like backstage or something. They didn't need to have her come out to commentary, but that's just
Shotzi looking crazy with that hairstyle, bro.
She really is. But yeah, we had this match. Roxanne Perez tries the best she can to fight off Asuka in the beginning. She beats her up. She throws her to the outside, throws her into the barricade. Eventually, Asuka takes off her head with a big kick, and she just dominates Roxanne Perez. She tries to get her into the Asuka lock, but Roxanne Perez reverses it into several roll-ups. There's a bit where Asuka hits a vicious German suplex to Roxanne Perez onto the apron, which was just absolutely wild. She does a spider suplex to Roxanne Perez, which I thought was awesome. And then Roxanne Perez hits her signature move. She hits a really good springboard clothesline, a springboard crossbody. And then eventually Asuka gets her into the Asuka lock, and she ends up forcing Roxanne Perez to pass out. She doesn't tap out, but she passes out. And Asuka wins. And I thought this was a very good match. I gave it 3 3/4 stars. I thought, this made Roxanne Perez look really strong, and I thought she was still put over in defeat. There was no real reason for Asuka to lose, because she's been taking a lot of big losses lately on SmackDown and things like that. And, I thought Roxanne Perez came out better by having a good performance, but not quite winning the match and all that type of stuff. I thought that made a lot of sense. this match probably would have been a 4 stars had it not been for the commentary. I feel like the commentators were too focused on talking about like what Shotzi Perez, what Shotzi was doing versus what talking about the match and all that type of stuff. And Booker T was very distracted in this match. He was talking about one thing and not the other thing, so it was pretty awkward. And then afterwards, Kiana James comes in after Asuka's left and everything like that, and she's bragging to Roxanne Perez, saying that she couldn't beat Asuka and stuff like that. And Shotzi comes in there, she attacks Kiana James, and she lays her out with an implant like DDT, where it's like a Northern Lights, and then she turned it into like a DDT. And then she just sends Kiana James like packing and all that type of stuff. That attack was very sloppy. It was very bad. But I know, Chris, I said I'd throw it to you every time we get the NXT stuff, but we're gonna mix it up a little bit. We're gonna throw this to Zero first. Your thoughts on the match and the
Fuck.
Haha.
Hey, you'll get your chance. You'll get your chance to shine when we.
Damn it!
Haha.
But yeah, Zero, your thoughts on this match, like star ratings or whatever you do, because I know you don't do star ratings. You do like your little special ratings.
I was playing Mortal Kombat the whole time.
Special boy.
Yeah, duh, bro. I'm a special boy. What the fuck?
But yeah, so anything you want to say about this match, or?
I was playing Mortal Kombat the whole fucking time during the match.
Damn. So yeah, you didn't see this. So this was his big chance to shine, and he blew it. So
what do you mean I blew it? I said I was playing fucking Mortal Kombat the whole fucking time. The only reason why is because like I wasn't really that interested in this fucking match at all.
All right, there you go. All right, Chris, anything you want to say about this match and your star rating?
I give it 3 stars. I thought it was pretty good. Really good opener, and a way to continue that no commercial ad-free portion of NXT. To get Asuka in there first, to get some main roster star power in there to begin with is really good. Thought Roxanne looked really good. I would have liked it if she would have won, but I didn't hate the fact that Asuka won. And then afterwards, that post-match was horrific. Shotzi should be probably nowhere near ring, because she's just fucking terrible.
Yeah, she really is.
She ain't terrible. She just Shotzi. She don't have her tank with her, so plus apparently every time she has her tank, it just gets smaller and smaller for some reason.
Yeah, I don't get why that is.
What the fuck?
I know they used to be huge before.
Yeah, man, shit used to be fucking huge. What happened?
I was gonna say because it got ran over, but that tank was still pretty small and that got ran over, so I don't know what happened. So
Next thing you know, she's gonna come out one of those little tyke bikes.
oh, that happened on Dynamite. We'll get to that.
That shit was hilarious, but I'm not gonna hold you. The fucking type bikes.
But we'll just break down these next 3 segments because they're all fairly quick backstage segments. You guys can give your thoughts on them. Paul Heyman arrives to the arena, and he didn't park his car because obviously he wasn't the one driving. He comes out the back seat. He didn't really know which entrance to go in. He's like, what entrance do I go in? So they have to direct him. And Vic Joseph and Booker T thought that was hilarious because they didn't, because Paul Heyman's never been there before. And then Dallas are backstage. They talk about how they're going to completely wipe out the Brawling Brutes and Tyler Bate. And then the Brawling Brutes and Tyler Bate are backstage. And Pete Dunne says that he wants to see the Tyler Bate that he went to war with, back when Tyler Bate was first started wrestling, and when they have fought in Chicago and everything like that, and because they don't want to see like this Tyler Bate that's consistently at peace and everything like that. He wants to see the old Tyler Bate, and they said they're going to put on Boehner after Boehner after Boehner, and they just kind of walk off and go get ready for their match because it was next. So. Chris, we'll start with you. How'd you feel about all these backstage segments right here?
I thought the Paul Heyman was funny. And I kind of like that backstage segment with the Brawling Brutes. I thought, it was kind of in a weird way, an introduction, and for Tyler Bate to be in the Brawling Brutes as a kind of a Sheamus replacement, and allows them to be on NXT, I guess. But yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah, Zero, what did you think of these segments? Did you see them?
I don't know, bruh. Okay, so like I did saw it, and half of the time I didn't even know what the fuck was going on because, like I was over here like, bro, why would he doesn't fuck the Brawling Brutes. I want British Strong Style. Like,
I can't blame you. Yeah.
cause like Ridge Holland, he's no Trent Seven, so this was this wasn't no Brawling Brutes. This was a bootleg fucking British Strong Style, and that kind of made me sad a bit.
I can't blame you. Yeah. I was kind of hoping. I remember because we were doing Spark at the same time. I think when they got back together. Yeah, because we were covering Wrestle Dream, and Chris posted in a chat that we have, saying British Strong Style are back. So I was thinking to myself, oh, not Tyler Bate, Trent Seven returned, and then it wasn't Trent Seven, and I was sad. So thanks a lot, Chris. You got my hopes up all for nothing. So
I know I did. I was very happy about that.
Yeah, I feel like you knew what you were doing on that one too. You knew I couldn't watch NXT, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna post something to get Owen's hopes up, and then it didn't happen. So
fucking British Strong Style.
But yeah, next was the Pub Rules match. It was Tyler Bate and the Brawling Brutes versus Gallus. Before the match starts, Gallus attack Tyler Bate and the Brawling Brutes from behind. They brawl all around the arena. Tyler Bate does a huge dive, taking out everybody. It was really cool because Wolfgang was fighting with them. And I always love it when they do the spot in wrestling. Like, they bounce off the ropes. He goes to take his head off with a clothesline. And Tyler Bate just, like, instead of bouncing off the rope, he just decides he's just going to do a dive instead. I always think that's funny when wrestlers do that. Everybody blows around. Tyler Bate takes a pool cue, and I think it's Wolfgang. He's like set up onto the steps, and he shoots like his head as if it's a pool ball type of thing, the white ball, obviously, because that's the only way you can play pool. He can play. It was pretty funny. Pete Dunne takes Joe Coffey's like hand, and he like stabs a dot into his hand, and it's like in the dot board and all that type of stuff. It was really cool stuff. Eventually, Joe Coffey just goes on a tear. He throws Tyler Bate up over the barricade. He hits a vicious powerbomb onto Ridge Holland. And Gallus just take Pete Dunne, and they drive him through a table with a bunch of beer that was on there. So that was awesome. And this was the first actual like commercial break, but it was a picture-in-picture, so we didn't have a full-on commercial break yet. Where Gallus just destroyed Tyler Bate. They just absolutely mug him. They take what's the name of that then? The beer keg, and they suplex Tyler Bate onto the beer keg. It was absolutely insane. And then eventually during the comeback, Tyler Bate and the Brawling Brutes all mount a comeback. They all do Bop and Bane together, which was awesome.
Oh hell yeah!
They pull out a table, and everybody just starts hitting the finishers on each other. And eventually, Joe Coffey just goes steals Booker T's beer, and he is about to like spit it into like Pete Dunne's face or something like that. But then Pete Dunne breaks his fingers, and it causes him to spit the beer out. And British Strong Style do like a triple power bomb, like Tyler Driver 97 onto Joe Coffey, and British Strong Style. I'm sorry, wait, Brawling Brutes.
Nah, man, you got it right.
Get the victory and win the match. This match was great, though. It was very chaotic. I can't even do justice. Like, I probably missed a lot of stuff in here, but this is one of those matches you really have to go sit down and watch for yourself. I gave this match I have 4.25, but now that I talked about it, I might bump that up to like 4.5 stars. It was really great stuff. And, you know, I absolutely loved it. And later on in the night, during the exclusives, Tyler Bate's now an honorary member of the Brawling Brutes now, pretty much. So I think that's cool. You know, I kind of hope, you know, I hope it's not one of those things, though, where it's just when they go to NXT. Like, I hope they kind of keep that going, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But overall, I thought this was great stuff.
I mean, with Sheamus being out, it does make a lot of sense for them to add the third guy in there. Yeah.
So, Zero, we'll start with you this time. How did you feel about the pub rules match.
This was a nice race war.
There you go.
Okay, like, let me be more clear about this, right? This was a nice race war because, like, it was basically the Scottish against the English, which is funny as shit to me.
Oh, you meant that type of race war.
Yes.
I was like a different kind of race, like you're racing,
No.
like, doing like a car race or something like that. I don't
No,
know
this
what.
was a race war. It was the Scottish against the English, bro. That shit was goofy as fuck. So, like, one thing I would say is that this was a nice brawl. Like, I'm kind of sad Gallus lost because Gallus was from
He was very tired today.
no from what I know is that they are because Gallus they was a team again because of if I remember correctly they are feuding with the Brawling Brutes because they helped Noam Dar win when like Noam Dar was going up against Pete Dunne for the Heritage Cup, which was
That's correct.
still goofy as shit to me. So I thought they was gonna do something big after that, like
Yeah.
but no, they just fucking just what the fuck are people gonna do now? Like, what was the point of all this shit?
They had to win the ratings.
So, but okay, bro. This was just a brawl. That's all it was.
Then Brutes.
Any like
Brawl with brutes, but no bullshit.
special type of rating you want to give this match?
Bullshit.
There you go. That could be good or bad. Only Zero knows.
It's bullshit. That's what it is, bro. What the fuck is the point?
Chris, anything you want to say about this match and your style rating and all that type of stuff?
I give it 4.5. This match was great. If you like a physical fucking match, this is right up your alley.
Okay. Then we had these are just these two segments are quick segments, so I'll just go over them pretty quickly. It showed a nice little video package for the NXT Women's Championship match coming up at Halloween Havoc Night 1 between Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. It kind of shows like Becky Lynch's rise up into the wrestling industry and everything like that. And Lyra Valkyria kind of shows what she was doing at the same time, shows them training together, shows kind of like back when Becky Lynch went in December of 2018 when she went and had like did like a big speech at the training school she was at, and Lyra Valkyria was there. It shows like Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria training together, and so it kind of shows everything, like how they know each other and everything like that. The narration was done. I think it's like the same guy that did like the narrations for like NXT UK and all that type of stuff. So that was cool that he was brought back. So I really liked this. This was a really great build up. If a lot of people are watching NXT for the first time, that's the way I like to think of it. It really did a good job of getting people well known to Lyra Valkyria. So I really like this. And then it cuts to like Lyra Valkyria being interviewed by Mackenzie Mitchell. She talked about how she really looks forward to this NXT Women's title match, and she said that she's going to give it everything that she has. And then Tegan Knox comes up. She congratulates Lyra Valkyria on becoming #1 contender. And Tegan Knox is upset, obviously, because she lost the NXT Women's title match the night prior. And she wants Lyra Valkyria to wait for her opportunity until she gets a rematch. And Lyra Valkyria is just like, I've been waiting for this my entire life. I'm not just gonna like take a back seat because you couldn't get the job done last night. So
that's crazy.
They kind of bicker with each other, and we find out later in the show that this is going to be a match next week. I think it's just a match. I don't think it's like one of those things where if Tegan wins, she gets in. I think it's just like a regular type of match. But I liked this stuff. It was a great way to get Lyra Valkyria over. It was a nice surprise to see it in like a main roster style come back to NXT. So all of this was good. What did you think of these two segments right here, Chris?
I like them. Although the confusing part for me was they can't make up their fucking mind about Tegan Knox, whether they wanted to be a heel or a face. They need to really make up their mind and stick to one of those things.
Yeah, Chris. I think you've heard when I've covered main event. Sometimes Tegan Knox would be a heel on main event, but then sometimes she wasn't. Well, that's kind of what's going on right now. So, we'll see what happens. How did you feel about these two segments, Zero?
This shit was. Why the fuck Lyra going after the belt again?
She won a number one contenders match last week.
So what was the point with Tegan?
Because Tegan lost.
I mean, yeah, she did. Like I know, she lost, but
she feels like that if she got like another match with Becky Lynch, that she would win. So she wanted I guess she wants the next opportunity. I don't know. That's like the weird part of the storyline.
She couldn't get. The thing is, she couldn't get the fucking job done. Bro, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't like the fact how I don't like the fact that Becky is the NXT champion. The reason why is because this is kind of like the same thing they doing with. Okay, this is reminding me how Dolph Ziggler won the fucking NXT a title, right? He won it just to drop it back to fucking Braun Breaker. And the thing is, I thought they was going to do the same with Tiffany Stratton. So why is she fucking NXT champion, bro? What is the point of you winning the fucking NXT title? Like, all right, man.
Do you want to answer the question, Chris? Because I don't want to answer every question Zero asks. So
I've been doing it just because they just want ratings in NXT.
I mean, it makes sense.
That's the easiest thing to kind of say. Like they just want more ratings for NXT.
I mean, I guess the thing is just that okay, so I guess that's one of the reasons why. But the thing is that why Becky?
I just don't think Becky too has a lot to do on the main roster at the moment.
She probably doesn't have a lot to do, but there's other people you could probably use besides Becky.
That is, yeah.
I guess I'm not a big fan of her because I'm getting kind of sick of her. But at the same time, it's just like why? But it's whatever, I guess. So Lyra won the fucking joint. Congratulations. You're gonna take the fucking L anyways, so it's whatever. And
yeah, we'll see.
Imagine if she actually did lost. Imagine if she did lose the match just to have Tegan beat her. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that'd be weird.
And with a Tegan, when did Tegan turn into Rainbow Dash? Why is her hair a fucking rainbow? What the fuck? That shit was random.
She's bi, so that's that's kind of like the way of show like her sexuality.
That's not the flag. I'm bisexual. The fucking flag is blue, purple, pink. That's rainbow. That's gay. Well, that's just the LGBT thing in general. But like that's not one of the reasons why that threw me off. It reminds me of fucking Rainbow Dash from My Little Pony, which is funny as shit. Because her hair is rainbow, so that kind of got me like, what the fuck, Rainbow Dash is here. But yeah, Tegan Knox, I thought she was going to win on Monday, but she hold this L, and me and the guys at the mall, we saw Raw, and we was literally joking that like why she tapped out to the yeah, and not like to like a knee hold or something like that because she got surgery on her knees.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why didn't Becky just grab her knee and start pulling on that shit and just make her tap out? Like, come on now. But plus,
yeah, that's fair.
Plus they hyped her up on Raw just to take an L, which is funny as shit. They hyped up Tegan Knox. She came back from injury, and then she just fucking tapped out. All right, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my, whatever.
Next, John Cena comes out to cut a promo. This was the
Fucking
first
lol.
time. This was the first time that he's done a promo with fans at the Performance Center, because obviously he's been there before, but there was no fans back then and all that type of stuff. And yeah, he comes out. Everybody starts singing his theme song and all that type of stuff. He talks about, how NXT is like a promotion and a brand that's really growing. Everyone's starting to see it in the same light as Raw and SmackDown. And when he got the call to come to NXT, he jumped at the opportunity to do so. And he's really putting over NXT. And then Braun Breaker comes out, and they send Braun Breaker sucks in the tone of John Cena's theme song. And John Cena's pretty much ragging him about the fact that he knows how he feels and all that type of stuff. Braun Breaker talks about how he doesn't respect John Cena, and he talks about how he's the face and he's the one that really is the real rating straw of NXT. He talked about how he dominated this brand for 10 months. He's the longest reigning cumulative NXT champion, which isn't true, but I think he thinks that. So, because I think Vic Joseph
He can think that all he wants.
Huh?
He can think that all he wants.
Yeah, because I think Vic Joseph had to correct it later in the show and say, no, it's really not Braun Breaker. It's actually like Finn Balor type of thing. I think if he wins the belt again and holds it for like 10 days, I think, he would break Finn Balor's record. So, of cumulative title reigns anyways. It'd be funny if they had him win the belt like a third time and only held it for like 9 days. That'd be funny. But
It's so WWE do that.
I know, yeah. But yeah, John Cena hypes up Braun Breaker, talks about how he has a bright future here, but he talks about how he's making a big mistake tonight because you just don't have the tools quite yet type of thing. And he shakes Braun Breaker's hand, wishes him luck in his match against Carmelo Hayes, and Braun Breaker shakes it at first, but then he does a cheap shot towards John Cena, and he goes for a spear, but Cena moves out of the way. He goes for the AA, and Braun Breaker, gets out of it, and he pretty much takes a powder, and Cena ends up standing tall towards the end. But I really like this segment here. It got both guys over. This did wonders for Braun Breaker, and you could definitely see if John Cena continues to wrestle by then you could see like a future potential with a feud between Braun Breaker and John Cena. So yeah, I thought this segment was a massive thumbs up type of thing. Zero, how do you feel about this segment?
All right. First thing first, we gotta get the elephant in the room. So there was no stew, and there was no long ramp for John to just run down in.
Nope,
not at all. And it took him like 3 seconds just to reach the fucking ring.
I know.
Which is funny as shit because we're so used to fucking John telling Stu, "You ready to run? Let's run." The other thing is that John still have his cum rag, which is annoying as shit. And like the other thing is that well, I don't know if there's any other thing, but this was a okay segment. I still like seeing John Cena now because it's just ever since the writer's strike, John has been bored for like a good few months now. So it's like so he has nothing else better he got nothing else better to do, and this is John's second time on NXT in his whole career. His first time was, this is kind of like the Black and Gold era, but this was early on that era.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think back when Seth Rollins was champ. I could be wrong.
It was around that time.
Yeah. Then seeing him now on this era is kind of goofy. But yeah, Braun Braun just have that dog in him. He just fucking there. No, so when I saw a Braun's Tron, like I didn't see the hidden other words. What I saw was "God dog me." I didn't see "got that dog in me." All I saw was "God dog me." I'm like, what the fuck that's supposed to mean, bro?
He's got the dog meat.
Yeah, man, he got the dog meat. What the fuck? What are you talking about, bro?
But yeah, there you go. Chris, anything you want to say about this segment?
Loved it. Being the massive John Cena mark that I've been for my whole life, it was awesome to see him in NXT. It's just every time I get to see him, it makes me happy. And it doesn't matter when, because he's not around. I mean, he's been around quite a bit over the past month or so, a couple months. But getting to see him makes me really happy.
Yeah, that's cool stuff. Yeah. Then we have. I should mention too. I talk about the way Cena's entrance was set up. Something that happens that doesn't happen often in NXT. Is Cody got pyro and in the performance center. That never happens in NXT. That just shows
it was
you
sparklers almost.
Yeah, so that just shows you kind of the big star that Cody is at the moment. So that's cool.
He's such a big star. No matter where he's at, he has to blow up the fucking arena, bro.
Yeah.
Go. Kill them all,
bro. Can you imagine him? Imagine him having that WrestleMania pyro inside the NXT arena. Oh the whole place turns on fire.
Yeah, there'd have to be an evacuation that night.
I remember when WrestleMania, we was expecting the whole venue to just blow up because of the fucking pyro, but oh well.
Yeah. Next, Cody Rhodes is backstage. Just hanging out. And then Stacks and Tony D'Angelo come up to him. Cody puts them over, talk about how he's impressed with what they've been doing in the tag division lately. And Stacks and Tony D'Angelo kind of want to know who they're going to face for the NXT tag team titles. And they come up with a great idea. It takes them a while to get there, but pretty much there's going to be a battle royal next week. And the last two teams will then face off with each other type of thing. And the winners will face Stacks and Tony D'Angelo at Halloween Havoc. I don't know which night for the NXT tag team titles. And they call it the Bada Boom, Bada Bin tag team battle royal. And
Bada Boom, Bada Bing. Really, guys?
Bada Boom, Bada Bing.
Yeah, so yeah, this was good stuff. I liked seeing the interaction between Cody and Tony D and everything like that. It was cool stuff. And I don't know what else more I could say about it. Chris, anything you want to say about this?
It was good. It was a good segment. I am looking forward to that battle royal. Yeah, it was a good. I liked it.
Zero, you anything you want to say about this?
When it said the fucking bada boom, bada bang, the first thought was fucking Enzo Amore and a Big Cass. I was like, oh hell yeah, they're back, baby. Let's go. Bada boom, Liz guys in the room. How you doing? I'm like, all right, bro.
Well, yeah, you might have made an enemy saying that because Chris is not an Enzo Amore fan. So
hey man, he gonna learn today, anyways.
Oh my god, learn today that he sucks. Yeah.
Nah, man, he gotten better though. That's the thing. He gotten better in MLW.
He got so better they got fired.
No, he left MLW, but come on now, bro. Come on now. Yes.
I don't know who wins that. I will call that one a tie right there. So I don't know who really wins that one.
See, James, we can have a competitive back and forth and still like each other. It's possible.
But yeah, then we had the next match. This was the 1 hour main event. And notice, if only if it was at 8 o'clock, that would be funny. Finn Balor can only do because he would have been Mr. 8 o'clock right there, because Finn Balor does make an appearance, but he was Mr. 9 o'clock last night.
Mr. 9 o'clock, man, he got bumped up an hour.
Yep. We had the NXT Championship match. It was LA Knight defending against Dominic Mysterio. No, I'm sorry. Wait, that's not right. It was Ilya Dragunov defending against Dominic Mysterio with Rhea Ripley ringside with LA Knight as the special guest referee. There we go.
Let me talk about his fit real quick. Let me talk about LA Knight's referee gear. It is the funniest shit I've ever. This man came out with a sleeveless ref shirt, with a sleeveless jacket, jeans, and some fucking Timbs, bro. He got the butters on. I'm like, bro.
He's got the Eddie Kingston syndrome too, where he doesn't tie him.
He doesn't even tie his. He didn't even tie his fucking Timbs, bro. This is different.
My brothers, every time he saw Eddie Kingston, was like, man, he's gonna snap his ankle one of these days.
Nah, bro.
He takes one wrong step.
This man is, bro. Where's he from? LA Knight. Is he from
Los Angeles, I think, right?
He was born in Maryland. What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
He's from Hagerstown, Maryland.
He was in my country, bro. Fucking Maryland. I rule over them.
There you go.
I rule over Maryland, but bro,
you and LA Knight will have to have a turf war.
Man, you're fucking right, bro. Bro, just make him a turf war. Who's the real king of Maryland? Yeah, right. Me, nigga.
Well, you might if you have a promo battle. You
I'm
and
a
LA
lose.
Knight LA Knight will beat you there.
LA Knight would fucking kill you
God,
in a slaughter.
Yes. like I'll be first to say this. I will lose.
I'd fucking lose too. I wouldn't even know what the fuck to say.
We all would,
I'd just be staring at him.
When I first saw LA Knight did this one thing to the Miz that was so fucking funny. My man, this was when Miz fought Tozawa. LA Knight came down. He had a pocket tissue, throw it at the Miz. It said "Cry Me a River," and proceed to walk over to the commentary table. I'm like, this nigga is wild. I was like, all right, bro.
He was wilding.
This man was going crazy. He had violated Miz like that without even cutting a promo. He just said, "Cry me a river, bro." All right, man.
That was the promo. So,
man, I remember him saying, here's a map. Here's a map of where you can shove that shit up your ass, bro." I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like, come on.
That's awesome.
He's real.
He's real. Like
but yeah, going through the NXT title match, Dragunov just wrecks Dominic Mysterio.
As he should.
He violated him.
Yeah.
It was
that little bitch deserved it.
And yeah, Dom does get some offense in behind the ref's back. Rhea throws Dragunov into the post. So Dom's able to kind of get some control right there. He hits a really good tornado DDT on Dragunov. Then eventually, Dragunov starts to mount a little bit of a comeback. And during the match, Finn Balor tries to run out and run interference, but LA Knight fights him off. He lays him out with the blood force trauma. And he does the same thing to JD McDonough. And then behind the ref's back, Rhea tries to interfere. He tries to hit Dragunov with the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, but he ducks, and Trick Williams comes up. He puts Rhea in his arms, and then Rhea, is trying to get out of it, and obviously Trick just puts her down, obviously, because he's a gentleman and all that type of stuff, but this was enough of a distraction where Dragunov hit the Torpedo Moscow on Dominic Mysterio for the win, and Ilya Dragunov retained his NXT championship. And I forgot to write this down, but before this segment had happened, Baron Corbin did an interview backstage. I think it was right before this segment, where he consistently talked about how Ilya Dragunov was ducking him because he knows that if he gets into the ring with him, he'll beat him for the title. So Baron Corbin came out to have a little bit of a face-off with Dragunov. But during this, Dijak attacks Dragunov from behind, lays him out with a big boot, and he looks at Baron Corbin and says that I took the first shot, he's mine, and then leaves. So overall, I really liked this match and this segment. The match is a 4-star match. I thought it was great stuff, and I liked what came out of it with Dijak, Baron Corbin stuff that they had going on. So really great stuff right here. Zero, how did you feel about the match? Because you've talked about LA Knight's referee attire, but how did you feel about the match?
Dragunov beat the living shit out of fucking Dominic the whole match, bro. It was a mismatch the whole match. Dragunov was gripping him up. This man was literally wrestling him on the fucking mat. This man was beating the shit out of him. This wasn't even a match. This was a damn near slaughter. Dominic thought he could walk in this match, be like, yeah, man, I'm all this hot shit, and then all of a sudden proceeds to get fucked up the whole match. Dominic thought he could do a really good chop.
Yeah.
Dragunov was like, what the fuck was this weak shit, bro? And proceeds to beat him down. I was like, bro, chill out. Dragunov, stop. Stop.
You're forgetting.
You're proving your point, bro. He's just
You're forgetting, too, like, this sounded like a really good chop. Rhea Ripley had a really great reaction. Like, this chop would have hurt anybody.
Dragunov, like, what the fuck?
Dragunov was looking at Dominic Mysterio, and then the crowd just started chanting, "You fucked up at Dominic Mysterio," when this happened, because he did.
Bro.
Yeah, because he did.
Bruh, Dragunov went toe-to-toe against Gunther/Walter, bruh. Like, he went toe-to-toe twice. And still, he lost the first encounter, but he won the second one, which great matches. I love them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dragunov wanted the smoke the whole match, and Dominic couldn't handle the smoke, bruh.
No, yeah, because he couldn't, because he's a bitch.
Yeah, bro. And then all of a sudden the fucking interference happened, bro. This is when I was talking about freaking Dragunov had that crack energy. When he first came out, right, during his entrance, he's wearing this stupid ass coat, bro. I'm like, this man ain't no fucking way this man came out with that shit on. Then when he did a little taunt, first he was doing his little symphony shit, looking stupid as fuck. I'm like, this man's cracked. This man snorted coke, bruh, before he fought. Then, like, he did a little pointed thing, and the camera zooming in his eyes. I'm like, can you not? But Dragunov is a mean motherfucker, bruh. He's small too, and he will fuck you up. The final part of the match was hilarious as fuck. Homie thought he got the interference. LA Knight said, get the fuck down. JD McDonough. Blood Force Trauma. Get the fuck out of my ring. Then fucking Rhea
You made him his bitch.
It was hilarious, bro. No, Finn Balor came on the ropes, proceeded to get fucked up by LA Knight. JD McDonough slid in the ring, then get Blood Force Trauma. Rhea was about to hit Dragunov. Trick Williams nearly folded because when he grabbed Rhea, it was just one stare. Trick was about to get folded. Not like in a harmful way, but he was about to fall for her. Same with Jey Uso when they locked eyes. He was about to fold it. I don't blame him.
You can't blame him.
I don't blame him, but hey, Trick. When I saw Trick, I was marking out. I'm like, yeah, that's my boy. BBC Machine, baby. Let's go. And then fucking Dragunov torpedo a Moscow. I wanted him to do the fucking top rope fucking the top rope elbow thing he does, just demolish Dom, but nah. Dragunov saw mercy and like proceeded to do the torpedo Moscow and not like murdering him, which is kind of sad, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
What's like your zero weighted for this match?
I give it a whoop that Trick out of 10.
There you go. That could be good. That could be bad. We don't only Zero knows.
Bro, Dominic got fucked up. It's bad for him. So
it is bad. Yeah, Chris, how did you feel about this match and everything like that? Your star rated and everything.
I give this match a 3.5. It was carried solely by Ilya Dragunov.
Carried
In that,
the whole match, Dominic was getting fucked up. What carried?
And Dominic was carried the whole time.
He got dropped the whole
He
time.
fucking deserved it too. And that tweet on Moscow and then Dragunov fucked him in the ass. He fucking deserved it. Yeah, it was great solely on Ilya Dragunov because fuck Dom. Shitty son, fucking pissant piece of shit son, fuck him. Yeah. And fucking JD McDonough getting fucking absolutely obliterated the second. He couldn't even land any offense in. One post trauma, get the fuck out. You're done, motherfucker. Finn Balor didn't stand a chance. And neither did Dumb Mysterio.
I mean, I'm surprised you're not giving this match 5 stars. But
did you see how fucking Dominic got folded, like literally after that torpedo? After that torpedo,
he got fucking
Moscow
folded in half.
Bro, I didn't think Dominic had them cheeks on him, bro. I'm like, holy shit.
And obviously the biggest thing you guys forget to talk about. What did you guys think of like the Baron Corbin backstage like interview and
the biggest? Oh yeah, it's Baron Corbin. I don't care.
Okay, what about the post match where like Dijak came out there and did all that?
I like that because I'd rather see. I mean, obviously there's more to it later on, but like I'd rather see just Dijak. Dijak against Dragunov would be awesome.
You don't want to burn the ships, bro? You don't want to burn the ships, bro? Come on, man. You gotta burn them ships.
I'm not burning any ships.
You gotta burn them ships, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't even think Corbin's burned any ships.
Yes, he had. He came out on a motorcycle. That was supposed to be his ship.
Oh yeah, when he was fake American badass Undertaker.
What do you mean fake American badass? He ain't no American badass. He's a fucking pirate. Supposed to burn them ships like he's fucking Blacktop a Mojo band. But like the thing is that like, let me talk about this now. Dijak, when he returned, I thought he was Masahiro Chono. I thought he was a Terminator, bro.
He looks almost like Chono.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here, bro? And then Dijak,
the same gear too,
with the shades on and everything.
Yeah,
the shades, the jacket, the pants, everything.
The nigga turned into
both were topless.
Nigga over here, nigga Chono Terminator, bro. I'm like, what the fuck you doing here, bro? And then I'm over here like, now it's about to be fucking to burn the ships against the fucking Terminator against whoever wins in the main event. I'm like, what's going on, bro? This whole show had me fucked.
It really was, yeah. All right, next are just quick segments that I'll just break down, and then you guys can give your thoughts on them. John Cena and Carmelo Hayes are backstage. They're having a nice little conversation. I gotta say the camera work and then the production towards these segments were really well done too. Carmelo Hayes is thanking John Cena for the advice that he gave him last week and everything like that. Then Trick Williams comes up. He's happy to meet John Cena. Carmelo Hayes apologizes for not being out there when Trick Williams needed him, and Trick Williams accepts his apology. There's kind of like a little bit of a tease, like there's going to be a breakup, and Trick Williams is like, okay, let's not do this now with John Cena standing here and all that type of stuff. And they all talk about how Carmelo Hayes is going to win back his NXT championship, and Trick Williams will win back his North American title, and John Cena will get whatever he wants. They do a funny bit, obviously, where they can see John Cena, and John Cena's like, wait, you can see me? And then obviously we just find out they're just kind of joking around, and Carmelo Hayes goes to get changed, and then there's like another little tease where Trick Williams asks John Cena when you realize it was his time, and then John Cena says, okay, let's go take a walk. So they kind of have a little conversation. So
I don't want them to break up, bro.
I don't either.
Trick
but it's Shawn Michaels It's Shawn Michaels NXT, no tag team getting along.
I just don't want them to break up, bro. I'm Trick Mellow Gang for life, bro. Come on now.
But yeah, we'll have you get there. There's more segments though. We had Anonymous was backstage. We see they're filming outside. We see they're filming outside Paul Heyman. He's talking to Ava and pointing at the bloodline. And obviously, if you know, that's The Rock's daughter in real life. So that might be something coming there. So we'll have to wait and see there. Jade Cargill arrives. Shawn Michaels welcomes her to NXT. This was teased earlier in the day because Shawn Michaels called her and stuff like that. So that was cool. And then Cody Rhodes is backstage again, and Baron Corbin comes up to him. And Baron Corbin tells Cody that he owes him because last time they were in Brooklyn, Cody kicked his ass pretty much. And he said that the way he owes him is that he won't beat the crap out of him tonight if he just grants him an NXT title match. And Cody Rhodes says that he's not just going to hand Baron Corbin anything. And he basically makes a triple threat match between Baron Corbin, Dijak, and the winner of the main event between Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker. And the winner of that match will go on to face Ilya Dragunov at NXT Halloween Havoc. I think Cody said night 2, but I'm not sure. I assume it's night 2, but obviously I don't want to make assumptions. But Baron Corbin's upset about this, and Cody was just laughing at him. So that was kind of that was funny, I guess. Chris, what did you think of all these backstage segments right here?
I like the Trick Mello Gang and Cena segment. Don't want Trick Mello Gang to break up. It kind of looks like it's going in that direction. I don't want to see it happen because I think their chemistry together is just unmatched. They're both stars on their own, obviously, and Trick Williams proved it. But and Mello's been a star for quite a while now. It's nice to see the Massachusetts boys repping each other. It's pretty sick. I love that. The rest were, they were okay. I wonder what they talked about though, Trick and Cena.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But the Cody segment was okay. There's just Corbin, a lot of the same shit where he just complains all the time. Just don't care enough about Baron Corbin. I thought it was interesting the way his character was going. I thought he might have been in line for a face turn.
He's not even
a couple
close
weeks
to that
ago,
now.
but now it's just like they reverted back to the same old boring, bland Baron Corbin.
Yeah, they have.
With the ships burning
One that's not really over either.
With the ships burning too. You know, he's burning them ships, bro.
You gotta burn him.
You gotta burn them ships,
Zero.
bro.
Zero, how'd you feel about all these segments?
I don't want Trick and Mello to break up at all. I don't give a fuck if this is the Shawn Michaels show. No, they have no right to break up. They are too good together and they need each other. If it wasn't for Carmelo, Trick would have never been in NXT. If you think about it, but it's just like they are meant to be, bro. They are literally.
They really are.
They cooperate each other really well, and I just hope if they do, it's something like a mutual breakup, like the Ryback. How like Ryback and Curtis Axel is like, you know what? It's time to move it's time to go our separate ways. I'm like, all right, man. I'll catch you later. So yeah, like if they're gonna do that, just make it like a peaceful, neutral thing. Don't have no feud.
Was NXT.
I know that's.
And in 1992, Shawn Michaels was in a tag team called the Rockers, and he sweet chin music butted Jannetty's head off and then threw through a glass window.
Yeah.
And ever since that day, Shawn Michaels has been on a mission to break up every single tag team in the history of professional wrestling.
Yeah, just to suit his gender. Just stupid.
Yep.
But yeah, but I am curious what they was talking about. To better be like, it better be something like actual useful.
We'll see.
Yeah, like you know when it's your time, when you feel like it's your time. Just some fucking like meta shit. I don't know.
Anything else you want to say about the other segments?
What was the other segments?
The Paul Heyman backstage segment when there was like the NXT Anonymous where he was talking to Ava backstage. That's one of them.
I had a feeling it was going to be Ava.
There you go.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting, but yeah. The creepy pervert NXT Anonymous. Next thing you know, he's gonna catch people in the bathroom changing.
Oh hell yeah, bro! I want to see the. I'm trying to see the Nikita line. I'm trying to see that. Thick.
And then what else was? And then the Jay Cargill arriving and shaking Shawn Michaels' hand and everything like that.
What a waste of fucking time.
Oh.
Okay.
No, like.
And
here's the reason why I said it was a waste of time. Because it's like, yes, I'm happy because, she moved on. But at the same time, they just show her. They're not even doing anything with her.
Gotta play the long game. So
I ain't playing no damn long game, bro.
And then the other one was Cody Rhodes backstage where he made the triple threat match with Corbin, Dijak, and the winner of the main events later in the show.
It was cute.
I think that's the last Cody appearance throughout the whole show. And then there's one backstage segment I missed that you guys can just give you quick thoughts on. It shows Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley coming out of the trainer's room.
It was hilarious.
And Nathan Frazier and a bunch of people come up and they make fun of the fact that Dominic Mysterio got his ass kicked pretty much. And Rhea Ripley kind of has a comeback where she mentions how John's doing a lot for this brand and ask where their championships are and all that type of stuff. And when they're going to make stars out of themselves and all that type of stuff.
Nathan won the Heritage Cup once. I don't give a fuck if that's not a belt or not, bro. But I would say this: they need to change Nathan Frazier's theme back to Alive Again because that song is fucking beautiful.
Well, he never slows down though, so you need a theme song.
Never slows down. The music slowed down the moment he said it. The fuck?
I know.
Don't give me that shit.
Anything else you want to say about this segment, Zio? Since with Dominic Mysterio and Rhea and stuff.
Bruh, I don't know what else to say. Fucking Dominic has ass whooped.
I don't know what Tatum Paxley was doing there. She's not even a baby face. She was like hanging out with the baby faces all of a sudden. That was kind of weird, but whatever.
She belongs in the show loop.
She's what?
She belongs in the house show loop.
I guess so. How did you feel about this segment right here, Chris, where everyone was just making fun of Dom and everything like that?
It was fucking great. Fucking awesome. Look at his old bitch. He needs somebody. He needs this whole fucking. He needs this woman to hang on to. What a bitch. He can walk by himself. What a pussy.
The only reason why he won back the belt is because mommy scared the shit out of him, saying that.
Yeah, she did it right. She took his fucking dick and balls.
Motherfucker over here like, if you don't bring that shit back, bro, don't even come back home, nigga.
She's gonna. Boom.
I'ma have you cooked out.
No nuts, no testicles.
I'ma have you cooked. I'ma show you why I'm dating.
You're gonna eat him right in front of his face.
I'ma show you why I'm dating a real man, buddy.
I wonder what happened when Buddy Matthews lost the Trios Championships. We haven't seen him since he lost the Trios Championships. So
you might see him show up next year in WWE.
Nah,
you might. Next we had a NXT Women's Breakout Tournament first round match. It was Lola Vice with Elektra Lopez versus Lola Vice.
Who?
Lola Vice, former MMA fighter. So
who?
I
don't know who the fuck she is.
I'm guessing you were you still playing Mortal Kombat around this time?
No, like I saw the match. I'm just like, who the fuck is she?
She's been teaming up with like Elektra Lopez lately. I think she's been on the house show loop and mainly Level Up, but
that's probably why. Who the fuck cares about Level Up, bro?
I watch it, so
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Right, bro. Who the fuck cares about
wow, this is like
Level Up?
I like how we have a. I like
fucking event.
I like how we have a Tuesday. I like how we have a Tuesday Night Wars going on. The one time you guys have come together, you guys have been attacking me for watching Level Up in the main event. That seems like that brought you guys. That brought you guys both together. That ended the war right there.
Stuck.
Bro, who the fuck, bro? Level Up is basically just AEW Dark.
Well, no, because Level Up is at least only 3 matches. Doc was like 20 matches sometimes.
Look,
so.
Level Up feels like it's 20 matches. Same with main event.
But anyhow, we had Lola Vice with Elektra Lopez versus Danny Palmer in an NXT Women's Breakout Tournament match. Good match right here, fairly back and forth. Elektra Lopez. Lola Vice is showing some real potential. She was hitting a lot of really good submission moves and everything like that. Eventually, she does win with a kick to the head, but both these women I thought showcased themselves. If there was ever going to be a match you were going to put to go up against AEW, because you have to do the breakout tournament every week, this was probably the match to do so, just because these women have some type of experience when it comes to being fighting or wrestling and all that type of stuff. So I thought that made sense. I give the match 3 stars. I thought it was good stuff, and I think Lola Vice got some real potential type of thing. Chris, how did you feel about this match? We'll start with you first this time.
I thought it was solid. Lola Vice has a ton of potential. Danny Palmer has a ton of potential. These two can go. They're definitely going to build the brand around one of these people who wins the breakout tournament. They're all relatively young.
Yeah,
and you could definitely do some long-term potential booking with all of them. But Danny Palmer, if she wants to continue, needs to stop doing that backflip off the top rope, because she's gonna tear ACL doing that one day.
didn't she? Did she tear her ACL at one point, or did that never happen? Because I remember the only reason I think of that is that's who.
She did.
Because the only reason you know that is because that's basically who Blair Davenport kept attacking. Everyone that she attacked tore their ACL pretty much. So
Did.
I shouldn't be laughing at that.
There was a string of ACL tears in NXT.
I shouldn't be laughing at that, bro.
And I think they had to make a storyline. That's why Blair Davenport's whole gimmick became a thing pretty much.
It was Nikita Lyons first, and then it was Danny Palmer, and then it was Sol Ruka. Or it was Sol Ruka and then Danny Palmer.
Yeah, it was like one of those two.
I really shouldn't.
Yeah, overall, I liked this. The only thing that sucks about the breakout tournament, it's pretty obvious it's going to be Kalani Jordan that wins. I think it's a little bit too predictable because everyone.
Or Lola Vice too, kind of. I think it's going to be those two in the final.
Yeah, but I think Kalani Jordan has the most chance of winning it just because he's been pushed the most. Everybody else hasn't really been on TV all that much. I think it's like Lola Vice, Kalani Jordan, and I think that's it because everybody else. The only other one that was on TV a lot was Danny Palmer, and she's out of the tournament now. So, I think
he was on like Level Up, I think, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying she hasn't been on NXT TV type of thing.
Yeah, not like NXT TV. None of the other ones have. It was just Danny Palmer, Lola Vice, and Kalani Jordan. And the only one who was significantly on TV out of the three of them was Kalani Jordan.
Well, there's one more. What's the name of the woman that's with? She's in the tournament, but she's with Metaphor, not Last Legend.
Jakara Jackson.
Yeah, but I don't think she'll win it because she hasn't wrestled enough to really win it. So,
the fucking faction is called Metaphor. It's still funny as shit to me.
But anyhow, Zero, how did you feel about this match? And
it was impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be real. I love seeing new stars. And just watching them shine. So like, I have a soft spot over that. So I'm just happy. Like actually, like the whole thing with the breakout tournament, the whole concept is actually pretty cool because you get to see like new stars like actually just fucking rise. It's awesome. So like, I'm all down for that. Yeah.
I think we needed video packages for these people because some of them haven't been seen yet. So like, not a lot of people who watch the product full time would have known them. Like Easy Dame just basically was just thrown out there when no one knew who. I mean, I know she wrestles on the PC a lot and stuff, but like no one at home lately. Like I don't think Chris could have known Easy Dame from like a hole in the wall type of thing. Well,
no, I didn't even know who the fuck she was.
Yeah, I would hope you could make.
I popped up. I was like, who the fuck is Easy Dame?
Yeah, I would at least hope that you could be. That you would know the difference between a hole in the wall and Izzy Dame. Like I would at least hope
I can't.
You know.
That's unfortunate.
It is.
But anyhow, but you didn't give a star rating for the breakout tournament match, Chris.
I'll give it 2.5 stars.
There you go.
Wasn't anything special.
What's your 0-star rating for this?
I don't know.
There you go. He just doesn't know.
Mint.
Mint, there you
It's
go.
good.
That's something.
It's good, bro.
Mint,
That's all you gotta
yeah,
know.
there you go. Then we had the typical Chase U segment of the show.
Hell yeah.
They're in
Chase U.
class.
Let's
They're in
go.
class. They're about to learn about Halloween Havoc. Andre Chase is giving them study guides and everything like that. And then Thea Hale comes back to class. This was the first time back to class in a while. She said that JC Jane recommended that she come back to class. I wonder how many classes she missed, because obviously, if you miss a lot of classes in college,
2 months.
Yeah. So I don't know how she got away with that. Like, you know, well, then again, there's been people that I went to college with that didn't show up. They didn't show up for the test and all that type of stuff. So, you know, it's whatever. But I wonder who that is, Chris.
That's
but
crazy.
the big deal though is that JC Jane had to join class though. Can you imagine that, Chris? Somebody just decides, hey, you want to miss class all the time? And says, I'm only gonna come back if this person can come back. When the course has been going on for like months, and then this is the first class. Yeah, I'm only coming back if this person can join. That's weird.
That's some shit I would do for real.
I think you would. I feel like though it would fall flat in your face. The professor would be like, no, you missed class. Like, screw you type of
I
thing.
need this goofball in the class just to entertain me.
Yeah. But anyhow, Andre Chase allows it though. And he's trying to teach the class, but JC Jane and Thea Hill are just chatting. So they give Andre Chase just first tells him to focus, and then I think Thea Hill got like a text, and they send it to like everybody in the class, and everyone's like looking at their phones except for Duke Hudson, because you know he's the Chase U MVP. He doesn't do stuff like that, you know.
He's a scholar, baby.
And one of the guys is looking at his phone, and Andre Chase just curses this guy out. He absolutely just tears this person a new asshole. He tells him to pay attention. He throws his cell phone at the wall, and he like dented the wall a little bit and all that type of stuff. And he tells him to pay attention, and he pretty much like gives him a demerit and all that type of stuff. JC Jane and Thea Hale are laughing that this guy is getting yelled at, and Andre Chase is about to tear JC Jane a new asshole and all that type of stuff. And then that doesn't sound like what I think it does, but I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah, man, you might have to rephrase what the fuck you just said, my guy.
It probably doesn't help that he's about to yell at her, pretty much. You know, but
Yell at her asshole?
That's crazy, bro. Yodeling.
no, I said her. I didn't say I said her. So I didn't say asshole. So I just said her. I just said her.
You're not making this any better, bro.
But yeah, JC Jane says that all she was doing was she just found out that Duke Hudson and Andre Chase are going to be in the tag team battle royal, so she kind of got out of trouble right there because she gave Andre Chase and Duke Hudson some good news. They talk about how they're going to win the tag team battle royal and all that type of stuff, and then when they kind of look away from each other, there's like this like feel of disdain between Andre Chase and JC Jane, like, but it's kind of like, you know, only they know they have this disdain, and they're just trying to keep peace, so that way Thea Hale will stay in class and everything like that. They don't want Thea Hale failing classes and all that type of stuff. The segment wasn't all that good, obviously. If you've watched,
What are you talking about? Wasn't all that good, bro? Chase
well,
you?
this is because of what it's setting up. It's going to be the breakup of Chase U, which is what Shawn Michaels has been trying to do ever since they got over at Vengeance Day, pretty much. So, how did you feel about this segment, Theo? Maybe you liked it more than we did because you've never covered a Chase U segment before.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this was a goofy ass fucking segment, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Cause like, cause I have been, okay, so I do know the whole story with Chase U and how like first you thought it was gonna be Duke first you thought Duke's gonna leave Chase U for Schism, I believe. Then like that didn't happen, and then now this. It's just like they probably going to break up, but is this right now? It's I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like I do like I really like Chase U,
Oh, I love him. Yeah.
and it's just like god damn, we know what's gonna happen. But one faction I'm still mad that has been broken up
Oh no.
is Schism.
Here comes another war right here.
I love Schism, bro. I don't know why. I fucking love Schism, man. You gotta stay woke, bro. You gotta stay woke, man.
Yeah, I will let this slide because I wasn't a big fan of Schism, but I've said
I love
enough about
Schism, bro. I love Schism.
So,
One tree, 20 other branches.
those branches are gone now, so there's no more Schism
Unfortunately,
anymore.
bro.
Tree is in the forest somewhere, dilapidated.
We need the foundation of a new world, bro. We need Schism.
Yeah, Chris, how did you feel about this Chase U segment right here?
Didn't like it.
Fuck you.
The Andre Chase part was great.
It was.
But again, anytime I see JC Jane on my TV screen, I run and hide like it's 2003 Kane Unmasking. Her face fucking terrifies me to no end. And it just got worse, and it gets worse and worse when she cakes all that makeup on her face, and she looks considerably more scarier. Her face is like horrifying to begin with, and then you add 6,000 pounds of makeup onto it. It makes her look even more scarier.
I've never been a fan of makeup, anyway. So, especially if you're gonna be powdered up like that, it just.
She was literally shining. That's how much makeup she had on her face. But yeah, I already know where this is going. I think eventually it's going to be JC turning on Thea Hale, and then she's going to go back to JCU. It's so obvious that's the way that's going.
And then Schism's gonna come back and stuff.
And then Schism, one tree, 65,000 roots, no water.
You know it.
Wow. There was no battle there because Chris isn't a big fan of Schism. I thought there'd be a battle, but there's just nothing happened.
It's gonna be fucking one tree and 1,000 dying brutes. The fuck? We gotta water the damn plants, bro.
Not watering anything, it's dead.
I know it's dead.
It's
Hold
dead.
on 1 second.
There's no water.
I'm just telling you now, bro. It's just
He left.
fucking dead.
He just left.
I bet he just. I think.
I don't even know where the fuck we were. What the fuck? You can't just leave like that. Leave us off a fucking.
I think. What? Oh, what else happened on fucking?
Let's see here. Let's not panic. We're panicking. Where are we?
Who is we? I don't speak French.
All right.
Oh, he's back! Oh my god! I was about to start doing the notes.
Yeah, but I'm back though. Next, we have a few quick segments we'll break down. Braun Breaker was backstage, and Paul Heyman comes up, and he's really hyping up Braun Breaker. He is hyping him up as like the next big thing. Talks about how he sees potential in him. He talks about how he worked with his relatives and all that type of stuff, which is cool. And yeah, it was just really great stuff.
There's an Easter
Obviously,
egg in this whole okay. There's actually a Easter egg in this whole segment. This segment was a reference to the Brock Lesnar one back in 2000, whatever year it was. So yeah, if you know your history, you know your history.
Yeah, this was really good stuff. Obviously, people have fantasy booked before. A partnership with Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman. It's been like heavily reported. So I thought it was awesome that they did we actually got to see it happen on camera and everything like that. And you can just definitely see, like, sometimes, you see the visions and then the fantasy doesn't end up working out. But this was, like, exactly what everybody would have wanted. So this was cool stuff. But then, we got the final image of the Brian Pillman Jr. backstage, like, segment, the video package. They've been doing vignettes for him. And he finally talks here. This was the first time he actually cut a promo on WWE television. He talks about how his father, everybody used to tell him stories about his father, how great of a professional wrestler he was, but he never really got to know his father because
he was,
he died.
he died.
He died when he was 4 years old, and they never really talked about him. And he says that he appreciates the legacy, but he's going to have his own name now, and his last name is going to be Kin. We know his first name already. They haven't said it on camera, but it's like Louis Kin or something like that.
Okay. Funny story about that, right? King is basically the guy who raised him when his father died. So yeah, and here's another fun fact. Brian Pillman's OG name his OG name in the indies was Alex King.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alex is Alexis, which is his mother, and King
it's his sister.
Oh yeah. Sister, and King is the guy who raised him. So yeah.
This was all this was all great stuff. Then Asuka and Kiana James were backstage. Kiana James thanks Asuka for basically taking care of Roxanne Perez. Now when she has to face her, she'll have an easier path, even though that didn't really make sense because the whole reason she did this was so she wouldn't have to face her, but whatever. So everybody basically comes up and pays their respects to Asuka. And then when Fallon Henley tries to do it, Tiffany Stratton cuts her off and basically tries to be like a locker room leader, saying like, if you need anything, just let me know. And Asuka kind of looks at her. I don't really think she understands what she's saying, so she just kind of leaves. And Fallon Henley says, did your father ever teach you managers? She says, no, she never did, but he did teach me how to treat low class like you. So that looks like that's going to be Tiffany Stratton's next.
That's crazy.
And that was all the backstage segments there. How did you guys feel about all the backstage segments? The Braun Breaker, Brian Pillman Jr., and this Asuka and Kiana James segment.
All right.
Oscar
I like the Brian Pillman was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oscar was looking like, what the fuck y'all motherfuckers want, bro? Leave me alone, bro. But I would say this, though. The Brian Pillman one, I knew Brian could actually talk his ass off, so that's nice to see. He got a chance to talk about something. And as for Braun Breaker, Braun was just over here, hey. I'm like, come on, chill out. I'm like, all right, bro. Damn.
I'm just gonna check on him. He may be feral.
This man over here sound like he about to bust a nut or some shit. Like, god damn, bro.
Someone like giving him rabies.
Man's over here about to fucking pop a blood vessel in a minute.
But like, come in his pants.
Oh god. But like the thing is that Paul Heyman was just behind Braun Strowman. Paul Heyman, he was behind Braun Breaker, like, yeah. I'm like, all right, bro, get away from him now. Just be a pervert.
Yep. And then once Braun Breaker left, Paul Heyman was happy, like he got kind of what he wanted. Like he's looking, that might be his next client after this next run is done, but we'll see.
Call Roman Reigns, bro. How many times you gonna blow up his phone number, bro?
A lot, I guess.
He probably don't want to answer. Man's over here like, stop calling me, bro.
he has answered because you could see during Fastlane he was talking to him during the tag match. So
that's because they lost. And like they want to deal with fucking and like they gotta deal with Jimmy and dumbass, bro.
But yeah, we'll get to that. Then we had the main event of the NXT portion of the show. It was Carmelo Hayes with John Cena ringside versus Braun Breaker with Paul Heyman ringside. This was a hell of a main event. Obviously, it wasn't as great as the PLE matches, but this was still great stuff nonetheless. In the beginning, Carmelo Hayes is just dominating, hitting really quick offense on Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker's consistently cutting down Carmelo Hayes, hitting power moves onto him, throwing him into the barricade and everything like that. Eventually, the ref takes a bump, and the ref gets distracted by Heyman, and Braun Breaker is about to use the steps, and he's about to basically smash the steps while doing like a concepto, where it's basically the concerto but with the steel steps. And
basically, he's trying to commit a murder again.
Yeah, and then Cena stops it. He takes the steps away from him, and Solo Sikoa comes out, and him and Cena brawl to the back, and Paul Heyman takes off. And during all this chaos, Carmelo Hayes hits the nothing but net on Braun Breaker. He gets the victory, and post-match, Braun Breaker, and also I'll say this too, Carmelo Hayes is now going to be in the triple threat match since he won this match.
Good.
And post-match, Braun Breaker nearly spears Carmelo Hayes out of his shoes. And he talks about how he's the big badass of NXT. And then The Undertaker's Gong goes off. And this obviously was
Kid Rock, American Badass, start playing. Like, what the fuck, bro?
This was very heavily teased during the ads of NXT. The American Badass Undertaker comes out, and he talks about how Braun Breaker has a lot of potential, but there's always someone that's a little bit more of a badass than you are. And then
You straight up punched him in the face.
Yeah. And then the Undertaker attacks Braun Breaker. He lays him out with a choke slam, and he tells Braun Breaker that he's got a lot of potential, but he's got to learn his place in this business because he's not quite ready for that yet. Everybody obviously went crazy, and that was the end of the segment. The match itself was 4.5 stars. It was great stuff. Loved, obviously, the Undertaker appearance, but if you know me personally, you understand why I love that segment. And then, this was just absolutely awesome stuff. This was a great way to end NXT. We'll start with Zero first. How'd you feel about the match and the Undertaker appearance?
It was a good main event. Like you said, it was better than their pay-per-view match. I still call it a fucking pay-per-view. I don't give a fuck. It's still a pay-per-view. You pay to view it. Get Peacock. Pay for the Peacock Premium to view the backstory behind the matches. But like, this was a good match. A good way to end the show. And like, we didn't see no murders again because fucking Braun murdered Von Wagner. May he rest in piss.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I miss him.
I don't, but but yeah. So it's like good shit. Plus, it's a lot of stuff going on this show that makes me interested. Even though I was playing Mortal Kombat, but like this was a good television show. So I dig it a lot. And and fucking Solo came out of nowhere. Like, why are you here, bro? Go away. I love you, Solo, but go away, bro. Stop.
Well, Cena made him go away, all right.
Yeah, and fucking
made it so he couldn't see him.
Yeah, and what I also find kind of hilarious is the fact that right after the match, bro, I'm gonna say this now. Braun has one of the best spears I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro.
Fuck yeah.
This man's spears is through the roof. This man will spare your shoes off, literally. It's crazy seeing it, and I love the fact I get to see it at the end of the show. I was happy as a motherfucker. But then, like, Kid Rock came out. Fucking Undertaker, Biker Taker. I guess since like he retired the dead man, I guess he ain't no dead man no more. He just a fucking
No, he's just Mark.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hi Mark. But yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, so like he just Mark, so it's just, cool, I guess. So yeah. But yeah, overall I give this a fucking I don't know. Something out of 10. I don't give a fuck.
It's something. It's something.
Yeah, man.
Something out of 10.
Yeah, man.
Is it good? Is it a good something or a bad something?
It's like this was a good show. This was better than a Dynamite because it's
Maybe we started talking about that yet. Yeah.
man, I can't wait to talk about Dynamite, bro. I'm about to be fucking I'm about to be yapping my lips because of Dynamite. But yeah. This was a good show. A good way to, have the main roster. Just have Oscar looking like, what the fuck do y'all want? Leave me alone.
There you go.
I'm just here for a match. What the fuck, bro?
I forgot to mention too. Brie Priestley and Asuka started talking Japanese towards each other. And
because
everything like that. It's so
they
weird.
know Japanese. Bea Priestley worked in Stardom.
Yeah, not Brie Priestley. I meant Blair Davenport.
Bea Priestley. I'm not calling her by her slave name.
Yeah, Chris, how did you feel about the end of the show and everything like that?
I loved it. Fantastic show. Give the show an A+. It was phenomenal. From top to bottom, just a fucking outstanding show. Love seeing Taker at the end. Pop me hardcore because I kind of forgot he was on the show. Advertised.
Sort of.
Yeah, fucking fantastic show. Cody being the GM was awesome. Dusty Tag's awesome.
Yeah.
The men's breakout's going to be really good, just like the women's has been. Yeah, really overall great show.
Yeah, this was fantastic. I'm going to give it an A+ also. Nothing really wrong with this show. Obviously, the big thing now is this, because I was saying it towards Chris and stuff like that. This was definitely not a Shawn Michaels show. This was more of a Triple H show than a Shawn Michaels show. You could definitely tell this was not the same NXT that we're used to. Let's just say this: AEW tried thinking they were going to be the big time going on Tuesday nights, and WWE was just like, excuse me.
The ratings are in.
What is?
The ratings are in.
Oh.
So we wait till we cover Dynamite to talk about the ratings, or should we?
It's hilarious.
Let's wait until we're done with this. So then
I'll say this. I thought it was fake until I looked it up.
Alright.
Oh no.
This should be fucking good. But I'll be patient and I'll wait.
But Zero,
I'm geeking out right now.
yeah, let's just get right into Dynamite.
Did you watch Dynamite, Chris?
I watched 10 seconds of it.
At least you're honest.
I watch Dynamite every single week. It's just NXT had my attention, and I flipped it on. I flipped it on for like a few seconds, and I saw it was Danielson versus Swerve, and I was like, okay.
It was gonna be good, but I didn't really care. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna be covering Dynamite a little quicker because obviously you guys didn't watch as much as Dynamite as NXT. So, but yeah, let's just get right into it. There was a buy-in, obviously. They want.
I don't know why.
Well, they didn't want people.
You know why? Because Tony wanted to compete.
Yeah,
I mean, cokehead mind.
I love competition. That's the thing. It's like stuff like this. Okay, before we start, I just want to put this out in the universe. Competition is a healthy thing. That's how you get the best of both fucking companies. Without competition, the shit's boring. It's stale. Like, come on now. So
yeah, we saw that Tuesday. So
yeah, and like and I'm be honest with you, this was the first time I will pick fucking it. Like stuff like this makes me love pro wrestling. even if it's like one brand or the other. And I don't know what the fuck Tony Khan was doing because this made me want to. This disappointed me.
I can't blame you.
You try to do so much and try to make it more fucking like interesting, but you're not making this interesting. And I just want to cry.
Especially too, he did not want people switching over to NXT. There was no. I'll just tell you this now. We talked about this. There was no commercial break, not a picture-in-picture or anything. For like 51 minutes of the show. Like it went like I didn't hit my fast forward button on my DVR until like about 51 minutes. Not even then. I think like 52 minutes into it because they did like the whole thing where it's a picture in picture, and then like when TNT says, "Hey, we want our commercial to be fully seen," type of thing, it went to full on commercial. So
which
it's
is like fucking annoying. Stop.
But going through the buy-in. We had the host, Renee Paquette and RJ City.
Yes, sir. The GOATs, baby.
They were just kind of there to break down the show and just kind of broke down the matches and everything like that. They didn't mention stay tuned because there's some news going on about the international title match, but we'll get to that when we get to the end of the buy-in. The commentary for both the buy-in and the actual show itself was Taz, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone. Really great stuff. Taz was fairly salty on commentary during the Swerve Strickland Bryan Danielson match in a kayfabe way. But he started, him and Tony Schiavone were kind of going at it, but he peaked towards the end, so that's good. Then we had the buy-in match. It was for the ROH World Title and the NJPW Strong Openweight Championship. It was Eddie Kingston putting up both belts against Minoru Suzuki. It's kind of a shame because of YouTube copyrights. You really couldn't hear Minoru Suzuki's theme song. It was like very faded and all that type of stuff, which is a shame. But it's copyrights. You can't do anything about it.
Fucking crime.
But this was fantastic. This was really great stuff. They both really went at it with each other. Eddie Kingston just immediately put his straps down. Like, yeah, chop me, bitch, pretty much. It was great stuff. And yeah, they just really it's Zero, it's like the Bryan Danielson, Zack Sabre Jr. match we talked about a few weeks ago. This is one of those matches where you just got to sit down and watch it because they both really went at it towards each other. It was a very stiff match. There was probably one chin lock in this match, and that was it. Like they just really went hardcore towards each other. Eventually, after like 3 Erica back fists, Eddie Kingston beats Minoru Suzuki, especially too after doing like the sit out Falcon Arrow, and he retains both the Strong and ROH World Title. Afterwards, Minoru Suzuki gets into the ring and he does this vicious chop towards Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston does one back, and they shake hands and everything like that. And Eddie Kingston shows him respect and everything like that. This was great. I gave it like 4.25 stars. It was a really great buy-in match. I definitely would check it out. Did you see this, Zero?
No.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I'll be real. I wasn't. Because I forgot there was a buy-in.
Well, AEW didn't add it till like the day before the show, and they didn't really do a good job. They didn't really do a good.
Exactly. They didn't do a good job hyping it either.
Yeah. So, plus, this wasn't a fucking pay-per-view, so I really did not why should I watch the buy-in? Plus, why was this match the buy-in, bro?
Yeah, that should have been on the show. I wonder if this was
because every time they go head-to-head with WWE, they bring in Minoru Suzuki, thinking it's gonna do something, and it doesn't.
No, I love Minoru Suzuki.
I do too. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, but it's bro, just let him be an old man for a while, bro. Come on now.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
He got nothing else better to do, anyways. Fucking New Japan's not paying him.
Still great stuff here, though. I gave it 4.25 stars. Chris, you can't say anything because you didn't see this match either. So
I didn't watch the show, so I can't. It seemed like it was a good enough match, honestly.
Yeah. And then afterwards, Eddie Kingston goes to commentary. He tells everybody, "This is just watched our show tonight. Our show's great. Trying to get some views." They cut back to.
I love you, Eddie Kingston, but
desperation.
I know. I love it, man.
Desperation.
They cut back to Renee Paquette and RJ City, and he goes and shakes Renee Paquette's hand, and then RJ City tries to go for a handshake, and Eddie Kingston just flips him off and walks away. It was awesome.
It's
on,
YouTube.
Eddie.
It's just a matter. You can flip them off.
Come on, Eddie, bro. RJ City, bro.
He was just kidding. He was just kidding around. It was.
I love RJ City, bro. Come on, that's my boy.
Then,
right there.
Here was desperation right here. This is just at least what I thought. They cut backstage. Tony Schiavone's interviewing Tony Khan, and Tony Khan announces that there has to be a change to the international title match because there was supposed to be Ray Phoenix defending against Jon Moxley, and what a coincidence! The match got called off. This was like 9 minutes before the buy-in ended, and
I'm ready to kill somebody.
Coincidentally, Jon Moxley showed up to the venue and stuff, and didn't pass concussion protocols and all that type of stuff.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much, but I'm thinking they did this just to try to get people to watch, and then like, oh
no,
Moxley's clearly. This was kind of annoying, but
it honestly reeked of desperation in a lot of ways. Like, please pay attention to our show. We have a replacement.
Yeah, and then they announced the replacement. It's going to be Orange Cassidy, because he never got a rematch for the title. And Tony Khan asked if he's up for it, and he says, "I guess so. I don't know if I feel ready." And he's like, "Well, if you're not sure, we don't have to have the match." And he's like, "Nah, I'll just do the match." And then Orange Cassidy wishes Tony Khan happy birthday. Hook offers him some Doritos, and Tony Khan just takes like one Dorito. He never eats it on camera. I don't know if he actually ate the Dorito, but
What a fucking loser. Eat the Doritos.
It's just so, yeah. This segment was like a massive thumbs down. Like, this was just stupid to do this. I don't know why they did this.
I did not watch the fucking the buy-in, and I'm happy I fucking didn't, because I would have been screaming.
What do you want to say about this, Chris? I don't even see this, but how do you feel?
Chris over here like, what the fuck is going on with y'all shit, bro?
It's just, I would have just called off the match entirely if it was just me.
I would just have,
because the money match is Moxley versus Phoenix in a rematch. Rightfully so, for a title that Moxley should never have lost.
It's a triple threat match at least. With Cassidy in there.
For when Mox was ready, because I don't know, this just feels like it was a last second decision.
Yeah, it really does.
Like, please stay on, please stay on, please, we're gonna have a title match still, please.
Yeah,
we're still gonna have a match. You know what? Where the fuck is what's his name? Vikingo at?
I think he's injured, isn't he?
Jesus fucking.
Yeah, he's got a hip injury right now.
I know. Yeah. See.
Oh, I think.
Then we had the actual show itself. It showed Christian Cage in the production truck, and
oh yes, my father figure.
Is there something you want to play, Zero?
Oh yeah, you never heard this fucking oh yeah. I saw my father.
How's everybody's father feeling today?
Everybody's father, hey man, but it's my father figure, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a thing we do in Spark Quiz. That's from the Media Scrum, where because Christian Cage loves to talk about people's fathers being dead. So
how's your father figure doing today? I'm like, all right.
So yeah, Christian Cage is in the production truck. He talks about how tonight it's a special episode of Dynamite, and he says that he's going to be watching the TNT title number one contenders match very closely. I guarantee you he lasted longer watching that match than the other Chris did right here. So that's good. And it'd be funny if he didn't even watch it. Like he didn't even watch any of it. It'd be funny.
He didn't.
And then did you ever hear, Chris, by the way? I know this is a breaking topic, but they did like a tribute to Antonio Inoki. They did like a ceremony, and Christian Cage was watching the freaking ceremony, like with that evil smile on his face. Like,
yeah, because that's the gimmick now. It's just
bro,
the same thing every week. You don't have a dad? I'm gonna make fun of you now.
Bro,
Yeah.
here's the thing though about it, right? It's just Christian's like a whole vibe. It's just his demeanor is just crazy. It's just like he's a whole demon now. And during the media scrub for Wrestle Dream, Tony, I can't stop laughing at this because it's just the way Christian said it though. Tony Khan, he was like, so we saw you watching the whole ceremony. Christian's like, yeah, they lost their grandfather, and it's just awkward silence.
Yeah, it's really awkward.
That fucking kills me. It's just this bitch, just like, yeah, man, they lost their fucking grandfather. What do you want me to say?
So then,
Christian had none of it.
yeah, it was awesome. So then, continuing, Christian Cage, says he's gonna be watching. He says that he'd like Swerve Strickland to win because he cost him a victory at All In London when doing the coffin match, or he would like Bryan Danielson to win to prove that he truly is the best wrestler in the world, because having the TNT title means you're the best wrestler in the world, and that's not Bryan Danielson right now. And he said that before Adam Copeland's first match in AEW. He's going to explain why he doesn't want to team with him and stuff. So this was good stuff, good stuff by Christian Cage. He reveals that he's the reason that the first half hour of the show plus is going to be commercial free, because he went to the network and requested it and they were too afraid to turn him down. And he has the monkeys in the truck cut to the intro and everything like that.
Do it, monkeys.
Yeah.
You fucking bamboo.
Good stuff by Christian Cage here. I really like this. He's really on the run of his career right now. So
he's.
Did you guys see this promo at all? Or
I saw the promo, and I'm just like, Christian is losing his fucking mind, isn't he?
He really is.
I love it.
Anything you want to say, Chris?
Chris
Christian Cage.
This is gonna be a rough hour for you, Chris. So.
Chris over here like, oh, fucking guy.
It's gonna be great at the end when I say the fucking results.
You're waiting for it.
I'm excited for that, bro.
I'm fucking pumped. I can't wait.
And Zero's the AEW guy on this show, and he's the one that's looking forward to it too. So
yes, because I have a feeling I know what it is. That's the thing.
But anyhow, first match was the TNT Championship #1 contenders match. It was Bryan Danielson versus Swerve Strickland. Great match right here. Very back and forth. Really just go watch it. Danielson got his ribs injured early in the match, so it affected his ability to do a lot of fins into this match. I thought they played up to that really well. Swerve Strickland hit a really good JML driver out of the corner, which was awesome. I would definitely recommend checking out this match. Eventually, Swerve Strickland tries to cheat like he did at Wrestle Dream, using that belt or whatever it was to beat Heyman Adam Page, but Heyman Adam Page takes it away from him. Danielson goes for the running knee, the Psycho knee, and Swerve ducks it. And Danielson tries to win with a roll-up, but Swerve kicks out of it, reverses it, and then he almost gets beaten with a label lock, and then eventually Danielson turns that into the Psycho knee, and Swerve Strickland loses. And that was basically it there. I thought this match was great. I gave it 4 3/4 stars. I mean, the only thing I didn't like was really the finish. I thought they kind of overcomplicated the finish. It should have just been Danielson hitting the Psycho knee. Then it would have really felt like Page kind of cost him the match, but then they kind of continued the match a little bit more and kind of overbooked it a little bit. I kind of would have preferred that. I obviously don't really prefer Swerve losing also too. He just got a big victory over Heyman Page, and this was kind of like a follow up to it. But then again, this is what happens when desperation happens. They needed to fill a time, so it's just not the best follow up I would have liked. I will say at least Swerve Strickland didn't just come in and lose. At least there was an out for him to lose. At least they're continuing the Heyman Adam Page feud, so that's good at least. But yeah, how do you feel about this, Chris? How does this sound to you?
It sounds to me like it was a good match, but it was a bit overbooked, and it should have ended a bit earlier. But like you said, commercial free, and they wanted to keep it going longer than NXT. Swerve probably shouldn't have lost, considering the role that he's been on recently. But I don't think it's going to hurt him. in the long run all that much. But yeah, it probably should have ended with a buckshot, to be honest.
Especially too, considering the fact that Swerve was never going to win this match. I know Tony Khan has been hasn't hidden the fact that he's done heel versus heel before, but Christian Cage and Swerve look like too much heelers to go up against each other right now. So, I don't think he wants like Swerve being a babyface and Christian Cage obviously won't, because Swerve would be the babyface in that situation if he faced Christian Cage because of how much of on a roll Christian Cage is on right now. So, but anyhow, that's besides the point. I also think the rush in the Bryan Danielson Christian Cage match. It seems like that. Like I think it shouldn't be happening on this week's Collision. Like it seems like there's a lot of money you can make promo wise and stuff there, and they just kind of rushing that. But whatever. How did you feel about this match, Zio? If you did see it and stuff, and the result of what happened?
I saw it. I want to Swerve the win.
We all did.
For real,
well, except Bryan Danielson and his wife and stuff. Obviously, except them.
The thing is that I know why they have Bryan win, because this is about to be like his last run,
right?
Which I do understand a lot, and I do want him to hold one more belt, but Swerve came off of packing up Hangman. He should go for a title, bro. I don't give a fuck what title it is. But Hangman has to show up, and I don't want to look at Hangman's face, bro. Come on, like go away, bro. But this was a good match. I do love seeing Swerve wrestle because he's he's so fucking fluent. He's so fucking good.
He's great.
He is really good, bro. And I hope he is the first black world champion, bro. On God, he deserves it. We can't have Keith Lee because Keith Lee's health is already, deteriorating, and now I fully understand it because of his health and what he's going through. So so I kind of still accepting it, but if not, Swerve got to win that fucking belt. But you gotta deal with Hangman first, and you can't have all elite wrestling without a elite member. So yay.
Yeah, because Heyman was the only elite member on the show. So, well, they've had many episodes actually last year without an elite member because the elite 3 of them got suspended and Heyman was injured, I think, for like a month. So we went a while without actually an elite member. So,
Michael Nakazawa and stuff. Brandon Cutler.
Yep. Then we had a vignette for Samoa Joe where he basically talked about how he's going to be on Collision. He's ready to get back. He's ready to really take his career to the next level. So there you go.
Let him know, Joe.
How did these segments sound to you guys? I thought this was good. Joe's good on the mic.
I just love seeing Samoa Joe in general.
Fine enough.
Yeah, good enough.
He's a big man, bro. He's pretty big. He's a big boulder.
Then we had Chris Jericho versus Powerhouse Hobbs with Don Callis ringside.
For some fucking reason. Which
one?
Okay.
The match or?
The match. For some fucking reason, this is a match. This is one of the matches I just did not feel like watching because I'm like, why do I need to?
Yeah, I thought they kind of rushed it. I feel like Jericho and Omega both should have been off this show, but obviously they needed the ratings, so they needed one of them to be on. And because of it seems like, Omega took more of an ass kicking last week than Jericho did, so it couldn't be Omega, especially he might legitimately be injured with that chair shot last week. But this was essentially the Brock Lesnar John Cena SummerSlam match all over again, where Hobbs, instead of suplexes, it was a bunch of spine busters. Jericho got in a few offense. He does do a code breaker in this match, but Hobbs got up from it immediately. He does the Walls of Jericho, and Hobbs powers out of it, and then the rest of the match is really just all Hobbs. He hits 2 big slams on Jericho, and he gets the victory that way, and Powerhouse Hobbs just basically destroys Jericho. I really liked this. I gave it like 3 stars. I liked, you know, that it got Hobbs over huge as a monster and everything like that. So that's good. It seems like this is to write Jericho off a little bit. I think Jericho should be off the show at least for like 2 weeks, maybe one completely off next week, but back next week, not in a wrestling capacity or anything like that. So overall, this was relatively good. I liked what they did here. Hobbs looked really strong. He didn't win. He didn't win by cheating or anything like that. So
Hobbs
you know,
blew his back out. It was all good, though.
So yeah, good stuff. Nothing really wrong with this. I am kind of starting to get sick of this Don Callis feud a little bit, though. It does seem like it's not ending anytime soon, and it's fine to have a long-term storyline, but it's like, okay, when is Don Callis going to get some type of a comeuppance? Because it seems like every time he does, he always gets out of it, and it's like, it's getting kind of a bit, this is getting long now. They've been doing this since like May, so it's like, it's kind of, you know, it's good to add new elements to it, but unless they do like a blood and guts match or something, I don't see this ending anytime soon. But did you see this, Zero?
What? The match?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you didn't because you said you turned it off. Yeah.
No, like I was already like, what the fuck is the point of this match? So I just skipped it.
Yeah, he went back to
the man blew his back out, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
This was today.
Chris, how does this sound to you?
It's was Don Callis with Hobbs?
He was.
Okay. My point exactly. The same thing as last week. Why the fuck is this man in a feud with Chris Jericho? And why the fuck is he with in another stable?
Yeah.
Because
he just left one.
If there should be any first black AEW champion, it literally should have been Powerhouse Hobbs by now. He's that fucking good. He's that fucking talented. He's one of my favorites in AEW, and it just sucks that he's been put in fucking shitty stable after shitty stable after shitty stable. He's too fucking good to be.
He's too good to be in a
fucking stable all the time.
Yeah.
Let him go on his own. Fuck's sake.
He's not the greatest. I mean, he's decent on the mic, but not like
he's not actually pretty good on the mic if given the fucking chance.
I know we've heard him on the mic. Like,
yeah, the Book of Hobbs, bro.
Next, it shows another clip of Adam Cole at Roderick Strong's house, and Roderick Strong wants Adam Cole to mow the lawn because
goofy as shit.
Roderick Strong can't, but neither can Adam Cole. But obviously, Adam Cole's trying to mend fences, so he's got to push mow the lawn with a broken ankle. And this was funny because when Adam Cole's mowing the lawn, he's like in the middle of it, and Roderick Strong's just like, Adam, you missed the spot. And Adam Cole's just like, I'll get it on the way back. It was really funny. And then at the end of it, Adam Cole, is all dirty. He wants to go get surgery. The dude still, kayfabe-wise, hasn't gotten his surgery yet. So he's like, I need to get a new shirt, man. So Roderick Strong feels that he has a new shirt, and he got like Adam Cole like a new Roderick Strong t-shirt. It's a new t-shirt he has now. And the Kingdom, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven revealed that they gave Roderick Strong a giraffe stuffed animal because giraffes, have really strong necks. They're neck strong and stuff, and they have the fighting style. And Adam Cole's about to go leave and get his surgery. It's also revealed that there's no cell service or television at Roderick Strong's house, so like he can't call anybody really, and he can't watch like Dynamite to see what the progression is of MJF. So we know one person that wasn't watching Dynamite on this show. So that great job. That could have helped the ratings for Dynamite this week, as we're gonna find out. So it would have been funny, by the way, if they said if they took a shot at NXT at their own show by accident, and saying I wanted to see what was going on and where we used to be, type of thing, instead of watching Dynamite. But yeah, Roderick Strong then says that he needs one more thing from Adam Cole. So Adam Cole's his surgery is just getting delayed even further, all because Roderick Strong wants to be his friend. So Adam Cole's stuck here. He's stuck between who he wants to be friends with. The dude's really literally risking his health just to mend fences with Roderick Strong. So, And Roderick Strong just looks like a villain now type of thing with this evil smile he has in his wheelchair. Like, it's great. How does this segment sound to you, Chris? I know this is one thing I think we're all gonna differ on because I know you haven't been the biggest fan of this program right here.
I thought it was funny, but like, it's just like kind of getting old. Yeah, it's just like it's still funny though, but yeah, it's just getting old.
They're stuck because Adam Cole. They don't have Adam Cole for 6 months, pretty much. So
yeah,
they're pretty much stuck. They have no choice but to do these segments, pretty much. So I noticed, by the way, this time they made sure the audio worked. This time, because the audio for the segment was really loud this time.
The audio was fucking terrible the first time they played it.
Yeah. Zero, how did you feel? If you saw this segment, how did you feel about it?
I had to make sure I had to watch this shit, bro. So, this was goofy as shit. It's just the fact how, even though I only got one good fucking leg, I still gotta mow the fucking lawn.
I know.
I'm like, alright, bro. Adam, you missed a spot. I'm going to come back. Oh, damn it. But then fucking the kingdom over here talking about a fucking giraffe. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I was so confused, and it just kind of dragged out a bit. I'm like, all right, whatever, man.
Yeah, I like this for what it was, but yeah, I get it. It's time to do something new, but they can't now because obviously Adam Cole legit can't do anything type of thing.
They still got to explain who the fuck are these masked freaking men that jump Jay White.
They haven't gone back to that yet, so
like, come on now.
Next, we had the international title match. It was Rey Fenix versus Orange Cassidy with Alex Abrahantes. Oh, I screwed up. I said Alex Abrahantes was in Orange Cassidy's corner, not Rey Fenix's corner. So that's a screw up right there. Yeah, this was a great match here. I thought it was back and forth. What
was the match?
What
was the match?
The international title match. So
I
liked it a lot. Very back and forth. Orange Cassidy was showing real desperation to want to get his title back and everything like that. He came out with the backpack, and eventually, he does beat Fenix with the Orange Punch. He wins the title back. Really confused about this finish. I don't know what's going on, but like it seemed like they did just put the belt on Orange Cassidy. It's like that's whatever, but he's just kind of done everything he can with this title. I don't really think he needs another title win. Like he legit just lost it like not that long ago. He's kind of done everything there is to do. Again, I feel like a lot of things went according to plan because Mox wasn't even supposed to lose the title, but they had no choice but to put the belt on Phoenix, and now it kind of seems like they're stuck. And now they're doing this whole thing where like they're saying that the international title is cursed because everyone keeps getting injured and everything like that. It's like I don't want to see storylines like this. They're legitimately doing the same thing in WWE with the women's tag team titles. Even that's stupid. So I get the match like 4 stars. I thought it was great enough, but it's like it felt like it could have been so much more. Like I feel like they had a better match during the early days of the pandemic, and I just don't think they should have done a title change. It was just really odd. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. How do you feel about this, Zero?
Do you really want me to tell you how I feel about this shit, bro?
Unless you want me to cut to Chris first, so that way you can be like the last person at the end, but because Chris will be quick.
I'm just fucking pissed off about this shit. Go to Chris.
I think I said this to you off camera, Owen. Like they I feel like this was hot shotted onto
Definitely.
Orange Cassidy. And it shouldn't have happened. The money match is Moxley versus Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
That's who Phoenix beat was Moxley. LB shouldn't have lost because concussion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just like that's the match right there. That's the money match is Moxley versus Phoenix in a rematch. Now Orange Cassidy never got his rematch, and you could have made a fucking triple threat for when Moxley was ready. Matt, I would have been okay with that, but hot shot the belt on him just because competition with NXT. We need to put a belt on him. It's just stupid. I didn't like that at all.
We're gonna talk
Yeah,
about
it's dumb.
hot shotting. We're gonna talk about hot shotting later, bro.
Yeah.
Like this pissed me though. I didn't watch the match because I heard who won when I was watching like NXT, and I was like, I hate this shit so fucking much right now, bro. This is like this doesn't like yes, this is a this is the AI television show, but this shit does not make no sense. Like why?
I don't get it.
Jesus Christ, bro. Wrestling is crazy.
Then Timeless Tony Storm, not Tony T, gets
The GOAT.
close up. Great stuff. She's losing it. She shows the silent movie that she made, and they pretty much did these silent movies so that way they would have something to air during the picture-in-picture. This is the first like commercial of any kind on this show. Like I said, it went 51 minutes without like a commercial break or anything like that.
I want to talk about this one, bro. I want to talk.
Go ahead, because I don't even know what to make of these pictures.
When I saw this, right, I lost my fuck. I was dying. Like,
yeah, it was good.
Cause like during the commercial, I was watching like, what the fuck is she doing? So basically, I pressed the arrow key, right, and she was still walking back and forth. She was doing some. I thought she was doing the whipping Nene for a quick moment, bro. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Right.
Like, what the fuck? I was losing my fucking mind. I was like, what is going on, bro? Is she okay? Did she lose it?
Oh, she's definitely lost it.
I was like, bro, what is going on? She was just over here fucking doing some move. I'm like, is she? Somebody gotta get her, bro. She needs some help right now, bro.
Can I tell you what I love about when they do anytime Tony Storm's on camera now?
What?
They there's ads that play for like people to take medication that have mental health issues. It's always during the Tony Storm segments that they play the ads. They don't air any other time on TBS. It's always during anytime Tony Storm's on TV. It's hilarious.
That is like so unintentionally funny though.
Yeah,
that is
great.
That is hilarious.
It's funny too. They started this gimmick too during Mental Health Awareness Month too, which is
my
awesome.
fucking god!
Like, not the best timing right there, but you just gotta laugh at it sometimes. This is why I love wrestling sometimes. They do things that like doesn't make sense, and then you just gotta laugh at it sometimes. So,
yeah, this is goofy as shit, bro.
But yeah, Chris, I know you didn't see any of these. How did you feel? I know you. This is where you differ from Zero and I.
Chris over here, like, what in the fuck am I? What is Dynamite, bro? Contemplating his life.
I am. The Tony Storm segments are funny. I'll give him that. But I will say this: if it was in WWE, people would hate this gimmick.
That's fair.
Which is true.
They would hate it.
I would hate it.
But since it's AEW, it's the most hilarious of all time. Which it's a funny ass gimmick. I will give it that. I kind of like it. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I guess one reason why they would hate it is because like we so used to goofy ass shit like this in WWE, it just would be like the same old, and with I guess it depends on which wrestler is doing it. I guess that's why in WWE it will probably be more hated because they don't got like a certain wrestler to fit that role. The last one they had was the Vaudevillains, and they made it work.
They did make that work. That was awesome.
It was awesome. But like with like stars they got now and how frequently they change gimmicks, it would just be like every other WWE gimmick. But that's just my thoughts though.
Yeah, and I think WWE kind of has proven they're not the best when it comes to handling mental health things sometimes too. I think under the Triple H regime, it would be better because I think Triple H has booked a mental health gimmick before.
Eugene.
Yeah,
Let me stop making that Eugene shit was wild. I'm not gonna hold you.
I, for the longest time in my youth, thought that he was actually special needs.
Same. I never seen it like live.
Once I found out Nick Dinsmore wasn't special needs, I was like, "What do you mean he's not special needs?"
I never saw it live, but I saw clips of it. I'm like, what in the fuck would WWE thinking?
I was like, "What the fuck?"
But I think the thing is, Chris, you just met Zero today, so you can't say us, but you know me too. If I would like this gimmick also in WWE if it was happening in WWE too. So
I would too.
Yeah, so
if they have the right guy,
like it.
If they
have WWE,
if they have the right person and have the right how you put it? Because like
character,
because like certain wrestlers with stuff like this, they are hilarious with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never thought Jay White was that fucking funny. So like what I'm trying to say is that if they have the right wrestler that have that type of humor, he'll make it work.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Look at this fight. Look at this fight here, though. There could have been a war right there, but you and Zero actually talked and communicated about this.
Damn, James, we can get along.
It's because we have a common ground. Like, we understand both sides, and we understand, like, why, certain things is, yeah. So like, that's my thing. Yeah.
I can see why you think it would work if it's the right person that was doing it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll break down these next two thins because these are quick thins. Timeless. I already broke that down.
The Timeless shit is awesome. Oh,
Matt
poor
Sydal
Matt
versus-
Sydal. Oh my god, I did not watch this because this was disrespectful.
Do you want to talk about this, Zero? Because it seems like you really want to talk about this.
Yo. Rest in peace, Matt Sydal, bro. He didn't deserve it. He did not deserve it at all, bro. I did not watch the match, but like I saw.
I think you know what happened.
Yeah, like I know what happened. Like I saw a glimpse of it, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Did he rush the power bombs again, Wardlow?
Killed him.
Yes, he did.
Killed him.
Because he almost broke Griff Garrison's neck last week.
Same thing with Matt Sydal.
What did
I think it was at the second one. I was like, Jesus Christ, just slow it down.
this man fucked his ass.
Holy fuck.
Killed him, bro.
He barely even got Griff Garrison up last week before he fucking hit him with a powerbomb.
That's probably why they
He could break his neck.
That's probably why they put Matt Sydal in there because at least he could probably
Jesus
take.
Christ.
Bro.
He's gonna be paralyzed in the middle of the ring, and Wardlow's gonna be running through the crowd.
So, like, let me run through Matt Sydal's biggest successful stuff in his Matt Sydal won the world, his first world title Matt Sydal won was the WWE Championship.
Yep.
His SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 story.
That's if you lose too.
That's if you lose to WrestleMania, but it's just like Matt Sydal had a good life.
Yep.
And now
it wasn't even real.
It was. That's the thing.
And then he's getting his fucking neck broken against Wardlow.
And then he got his ass fucking clapped by Wardlow.
He gets his cheeks clapped.
That shit was. That was a. When I heard this match was going on, I was like, oh no. No.
By the way, Matt
Because you knew what it was instantly.
Yes.
Matt Sydal didn't get an entrance either. He got the jobber entrance too, that you get on Dark.
What if he just lost his last name and he was just, hey, it's Matt.
It's Matt.
It's just
I love
Matt.
that.
Not even Sydal, just Matt.
Just Matt.
My guy Matt.
I think Wardlow broke Matt Sydal's neck more than when Matt Sydal screwed up the shooting star press at All Out in 2020. Like that's how bad.
They had to play it out like it was a storyline. They said knock us out with baby oil.
Yes, which I do like the fact that they did
just
that.
jumped straight up in the air.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh yeah, but this was I mean, it's good to get Wardlow over. It seems like he's a heel because the past two people that he's wrestled have been baby faces. I think Garrison's a face and Seidel's a face. So I guess it's good for Wardlow. But yeah, this was not a good utilization of Matt Seidel.
It's been a terrible utilization.
Matt just got fucked, bro. I was so sad.
It's also not the best utilization of Wardlow either. It's not really showcasing any talent that he has.
I know, yeah.
It's just that he can fucking almost kill people in the ring.
I guess it seems like he's going heel. Maybe he's going to be the guy that faces MJF.
Apparently,
well, it's on his wrist tape. I think. What it is, right?
Yeah, it was on his wrist tape, which is crazy.
Yeah. So,
but like, I would say
is he going to be the one that sends him to WWE?
Imagine. I would say this though.
With those power bombs, he might not make it to WWE.
But I would say this though.
Kill him.
As a final farewell, some was born to fly, and some was born to win.
Matt Seidel wasn't one of those people.
Some was born to win. I was born to light that fire. Fucking, I love Evan Bourne.
Such a generic emo theme.
I know.
It was a banger too, so you can't lie about that. It was crazy.
It was too. A lot of those were.
Next, Chris Jericho gets interviewed. Renee Paquette's trying to get an update on it, and we find out that he wasn't able to make it to the trainer's room because of how badly Powerhouse Hobbs kicked his ass. And Daniel Garcia comes up to check on him, and Magic Matt Menard's wondering what they're doing. This isn't what we took that stand for, but Daniel Garcia says he just wants to be a decent human being. He says, no, we're not doing this. Let's go. Come on, we're a family. And Daniel Garcia just goes with him, and then that was kind of it. So, again, they're continuing that storyline where they want Garcia to go out on his own, which I think is cool. I hope they actually follow through with it this time, because you remember the last time, Chris, they built up the storyline, he fucking turned heel anyways. So.
Yeah. I think what they're going to do is eventually JAS is going to get back together and feed with the Don Callis family.
I wonder how would Kenny kind of fit in there, though? Would it be the Elite and Jericho Appreciation?
It could be.
I don't know.
I mean, it could, yeah, I get, but at the same time, though, there's been, Daniel Garcia's now showing, concern for Jericho.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be, over, a bunch of weeks. That's right. Okay, now, Matt Menard does it, then Angelo Parker does it, and then, and then the JS come back.
Yeah, because I think I talked about this.
Daniel Garcia, too, if you remember when Sammy Guevara made the turn, Garcia was pissed.
Yes. Yeah. I'll say, because I feel too, the Don Callis storyline's still good. I want to make sure I make it clear, but I feel it's getting to it's kind of getting stale territory. It's still good, but I feel they need to freshen it up a little bit. I feel too, I'm just kind of sick of seeing Kenny and Jericho just get beat down week after week after week type of thing too. It seems like it's kind of
I'm just sick of not getting the fucking match I wanted.
That's true too.
Cause I'm tired of these fucking trios matches and these fucking 4-ways with the Don Callis of family. Just give me the fucking 1-on-1 match I wanted to fucking see. Damn.
Yeah,
to catch any Ibushi. Come on now.
They kind of missed the boat on that too, because Wrestle Dream was the perfect chance to do
Yes, it was a dream. That's all it was, apparently.
But anyhow, how did you feel about this interview with Jericho and Garcia trying to get back into the group? Well, not to the group, but the good graces of Jericho and everything like that.
Anyways.
All right, that's it.
That's all I gotta say.
Next, Heyman Adam Page faces Jay White. This was a great match. It lasted a very long time, but it was still great for what it was. I enjoyed it. I went through 2 picture-in-picture breaks. I do think the match went long, though, because they didn't want people switching NXT. You're not going to convince me otherwise, because this has never happened before in AEW, but it was still great. Eventually, Prince Nana causes a distraction, and Jay White beats Page with a roll-up. And, this is where the rest of the members of Bullet Club come out in their little bicycles and all that type of stuff, which was really funny, and they were kind of watching the match. Afterwards, Jay White cuts a promo. He's really bragging about the fact that he stole MJF's AEW World Championship. Anyone just said they stole AEW's MJF championship. That would have been weird. But hey, that might happen. WWE might steal MJF's championship. So, but anyhow, MJF comes out and he asks Jay White to give him back the championship. But Jay White doesn't want to. He basically challenges MJF to come down there himself. But MJF is being smart about this because it's 4-on-1, and he doesn't want to obviously take those odds. So MJF says that him and Jay White used to be a lot alike. You know, Jay White uses people just like MJF did all that time ago and stuff. But he's woken up and he's now able to look at himself in the mirror and feels like that he's a better man. And you know, he says that if you could give me back the championship and prove that you care about this business. But Jay White doesn't want to. He says that, you know, you have to earn championship matches. So they're doing the gimmick where Jay White kind of like thinks he's like the delusional champion. He thinks he's the champion type of thing. And he talks about how he's going to take everything from MJF. And Juice Robinson announces that next week on Dynamite, we're going to have the Dynamite Doesn't Win Battle Royal where the winner will face MJF for it. And Juice Robinson says that he'll take that from MJF when he wins the Battle Royal. And then he pulls out a roll of quarters and it has Freeman's name on it. And he says that he's going to hit them with the roll of quarters. And this is where MJF just really loses it type of thing. Where he says, no, if you hit me with those roll of quarters, I will basically break your arms and everything like that. And then he walks off and Bullet Club Gold kind of stand tall. They also tease a future 8-man tag where like MJF has to find a couple of partners and face Bullet Club Gold, and if MJF you know, and those partners can beat Bullet Club Gold, he'll potentially give him back the title. Potentially, which means it's probably not going to happen. I like the stuff a lot right here. I know a lot of people really didn't like the Juice Robinson line that he said about MJF.
That shit was fucked up in my opinion. It was fucked up, but I get it though. Yeah,
especially too. I think a lot of people think it's poorly timed with what's going on.
It is poorly timed.
It was poorly timed, bro.
Yeah. So
again, it goes. It's a stereotype because Jewish people are notoriously penny pinchers, and that's like what the roll of quarters is with his name on it. It's supposed to resemble, and it was tasteless. It was in poor taste, especially with everything that's going on over there right now.
Yeah.
Just like, you could have pushed it off a little bit.
Yeah.
It just seems like they're getting ripped apart online, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
I know Juice has been doing this for a long time, but you could have not done it. Read the fucking room, Tony. Read the fucking room. Okay?
Especially, too, they did try to make it go back around because this happened to MJF a lot when he was a kid and stuff. But it's like, bad timing. I just remembered too what was going on in the world, and a lot of people want to, especially too. This wasn't the night too, because a lot of people are gonna be like, what did you just say? Click right over to NXT.
Exactly.
Yeah. Congratulations, Tony.
They even think that it was a good idea to do that in the first place.
Yeah. Zio, how did you feel about this?
So it was fucked up.
Yeah, really.
But at the same time, it's like, goddamn, bro. Like, you could have literally, I don't know anymore, bro. Like, that shit.
Yeah, it was
just wow.
We don't need to talk about Act 2 of Timeless Tony Storm. I think Zero kind of broke that down.
There was an Act 2.
Then we had the...
There was an Act 2? I did not know that.
Yeah, there was an Act 2.
What the
It was
fuck?
kind of the same as Act 1, but, you know. Then we had the AEW Women's World Title match. We had Saraya defending against Hikaru Shida.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this match. I haven't been a fan of any Saraya match, except the all. Well, I really even like the All In match all that much. But Shida's doing well in the beginning. She's really taking it to Saraya, and behind the ref's back, Ruby Soho. Well, it's a masked person originally, but then it's revealed that it is Ruby Soho, and she tries to spray face paint into Shida's eyes, but it doesn't. It backfires. So it's like, why did you do that if it wasn't going to work anyways? And then Tony Storm went out, and then they fought in the crowd, and everything like that. Chris, I bet you're thinking that was a great finish right there. Great way to tie that up. No, that wasn't even the finish. It was minutes into the match. The match kept going for like a good 10 minutes or so. It's like okay, that kind of seemed like something you do in the finish, not like in the middle of the match.
Yeah, that's odd.
What was the finish?
Saraya kept hitting the nightcap. She hit it twice in a row on Shida, but Shida kept kicking out, and then Shida got a roll up, and then Saraya reversed it, and then beat Saraya, and Shida won the title back. She's now a 3-time AEW Women's World Champion.
What was the point of giving fucking Saraya the belt for like a good feel good moment?
2 weeks, maybe.
Which
maybe
I do get, but at the same time, bro, it's like, what the fuck? If you're gonna get this out, okay, man, I hate everything, bro. Let's just skip. Just skip the fucking thing.
Just take what we said about the international title match and say it here. But the only thing I knew I add to it, now it makes the decision at All In bad. Now it just makes it look like you did that just to give Saraya a moment. You couldn't even give her like a run with the championship and all that type of stuff. It's like, I don't get this at all. What did you think of this, Chris?
I will say this. Saraya's been useless in AEW since her first fucking appearance in AEW. She hardly even wrestles. Mm-hmm. And when she does, the matches just aren't good.
Yeah.
If she came in and was her old self again, I'd be like, okay, that was a great signing. What a great utilization, but she hasn't been utilized that great, and she looks like she's lost about 40 steps.
She looked like she lost
and
weight.
Everything with her is protect. The German suplex on the apron looked like it was in slow motion because she gently put her down for the German on the apron.
Yeah, it's weird.
Man, I can't wait until she fights Julia. She can get fucked up, man.
It's just she shouldn't have won the title to begin with. It was just oh hey, we're in the UK. Here it is. Here's Saraya.
Yeah.
She's champion now. Please watch our show. It should have been Toni Storm. Should have been anyone else. Putting the belt on Shida again. I like Shida a lot. I think she's really fucking awesome. She's been an MVP for AEW for many years. I'm just happy she's champion again, not Saraya.
Yeah, and I think, like, when it comes down to Saraya, she also jumped at a bad time, because if you remember, Chris, her first promo was talking about all this freedom she was going to have, and it was, like, right at the height of the Triple H show, and everyone was getting freedom anyways and all that type of stuff. Like, she kind of, like, that was not the best time to give that promo and all that type of stuff. So
she got freedom,
yeah.
Bro.
I mean, they have that now for the most part,
But she got freedom, bro.
What freedom?
Freedom, duh.
All right.
What freedom does she have? Freedom.
Yeah, man, freedom. The fuck?
Freedom.
Yeah, man, freedom. Cody Rhodes.
Saraya, Freedom Night.
Look, bro. Look, bro. If Cody Rhodes can cut a promo about finishing a story, Saraya could cut a promo about having freedom.
All right. Hey, stories that he's gonna finish it. Don't you worry, Zero. He will finish that story.
No, the fuck he won't.
WrestleMania, baby.
WrestleMania 100? You mean? WrestleMania 100?
WrestleMania 40.
400?
40. 40.
Oh, WrestleMania
9.
Future.
Next, Don Callis and Konosuke Takeshita did like one of those picture-in-picture Sammy Guevara type things where they have the cue cards and they basically do a promo.
Please don't change the channel.
Yeah, this screamed of desperation. Don't change the channel. So.
Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara.
Yeah. And then MJF gets interviewed. He says he doesn't want to deal with this right now. He tells Renee Paquette to leave, type of thing. He did it in a nice way, not in the MJF way.
I don't want to deal with this shit either, too, bro.
he tells Adam Cole. He tries to call Adam Cole, and he gets him on the phone, but he doesn't have very good cell service. So Adam Cole loses connection. And
He's
then and then the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass come up, and Max Caster offers their services to MJF to be his partner to take out Bullet Club Gold, and MJF just walks away. He doesn't want to deal with this. Daddy Ass and Anthony Bowens are upset that Max Caster did this without their consent. And Max Caster says that they used to.
Max Caster does a lot of stuff without consent.
Yes, he does. And then he says that him and MJF used to train together, and he says that he likes it when he plays hard to get. And
of course he does. You see his Twitter page; it's hilarious.
I love this story.
I don't have X. Well, I don't use X anyways. So can you guys tell me? Because obviously this is a reference to that. What's going on here,
Bruh.
So okay,
he being a creep.
Max and Max go back a long time. They've known each other forever, and anytime MJF posts something, Max Caster makes it sexual.
Okay.
It's so fucking funny. It's some of the funniest shit I see on Twitter.
Then
I'll have to. If you go on Twitter, I'll send it. I'll send it some stuff to you. It's wicked funny.
It's
It's X,
wicked.
Chris. It's X.
Well,
Twitter.
It's Twitter. It's still Twitter. Either way.
Twitter. Who gives a shit? It's the same thing.
I do.
I'm gonna give that tweet my.
You don't use it, so what do you care?
I'm trying. I want things to be called the right things when I deem it to be proper. So.
No.
It's Twitter.
That's even worse.
It's twatter.
I'm about to twerk this shit out of shit, man.
Yeah, Zero. How did you feel about this backstage stuff going on with the
The
matches?
goofiest.
Like
I love anything dealing with this stupid fucking scenario. What's going on between
Max wants to fuck Max and not
Yes.
Friedman. Caster wants to fuck Friedman.
Bro. What makes it funny as shit is last week's is when fucking Caster was rubbing MJF's shoulder.
That absolutely killed me.
that was funny.
Yeah, well, then MJF like, what the fuck, dude? What, man? You need to be loosened up. No, get away from me. Say no, bro, get away from me.
Eventually the big story is going to be MJF is going to finally accept his friendship and all that.
Yes, it is gonna be the biggest pop ever, bro.
Yes, it will.
Yes.
They better freaking win that 8-man tag because that's going to be the team that teams up with
They
MJF.
have
They better
to.
win that match. They probably won't.
Take your best friend's words. There's never wrong to have more than one friend, bro.
That's right. Well, I don't know. I don't know if MJF wants him as a friend. He's probably thinking he's not looking for a friendship. So.
Hey, man.
I just sent you something, Owen.
Okay. On where?
On your phone.
Okay.
Texting machine device.
So he says don't mind if I do, and then it's MJ. Ooh. MJF says blow me. See you on Tuesday, and then yeah. Ooh no. Oh no.
That's the type of shit that goes on, and it's so fucking funny.
I might have to.
So much shit. Someone drew something of the massage. And Max Caster retweeted it.
That's awesome. Next we have the closing parts of the show. It's the setup to the Luchasaurus Adam Copeland match, and first Christian Cage comes out to do a promo. He talks about the reason that he's been denying Adam Copeland. He says that he doesn't really fancy the idea of them teaming up again. He talks about how he finds it funny that when the higher-ups back in WWE saw Adam Copeland as more of a star, he wasn't looking for a team-up. Like, yet when his career's pretty much on a downward spiral, now he's trying to leech off, his career and all that type of stuff. He talks about how he obviously he mentions the family. He talks about pretty much how once Luchasaurus deals with Adam Copeland before his career gets started, he will make Beth Phoenix and Adam Copeland's daughters. They'll become his new daddy and all that type of stuff. It's really great stuff. And obviously, Adam Copeland runs out. He's in a fit of rage, obviously, and he gets into the ring. And before he could do anything, Christian Cage immediately takes off, and he's having a face off with Luchasaurus. Nick Wayne takes Adam Copeland out by the leg, and Luchasaurus lays him out with a choke slam followed by a blow to the back of the neck. And typically when this happens, this means they're not winning, because when someone hits the finisher this early in a match, well, unless it's Cody, when he had that match with Peter Avalon, unless that happened. But
5-minute squash match.
It's the worst squash match I think I've ever seen. Still to this day, I think the worst AEW match I've ever seen was that Cody Peter Avalon match.
That was pretty terrible.
Yeah. I can't think of a worse one, though. And you know what? It's one of the reasons Cody's not there anymore. So, but anyhow, the match starts. Luchasaurus just destroys Adam Copeland. Just absolutely eviscerates him, throws him into the barricade. Adam Copeland gets a few, offense in, but it's all Luchasaurus. Eventually, Adam Copeland does get some offense in. He hits a really good tornado DDT onto the floor. He hits a really good spear. The steps were set up, and Adam Copeland does like a running spear off of the steps. And then eventually, Luchasaurus hits another choke slam. Adam Copeland kicks out. And eventually, Adam Copeland does hit the spear. This was after Christian Cage went to hit Adam Copeland with the TNT title, but he inadvertently hits... Well, no, he misses. Adam Copeland grabs it, hits Luchasaurus. And because Luchasaurus wasn't looking at Adam Copeland, he thinks... He throws the belt back in Christian Cage's head, and Luchasaurus thinks that Christian Cage hits him. Obviously, there's a tease and a split between Christian Cage and Luchasaurus. I did like, there was a funny line that, because Christian Cage took a shot at Judgment Day during his promo, because he mentions that the reason that Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne aren't going to turn on him is because he's not a leader to them, he's a father figure to them. Well, Adam Copeland tried to become a leader and make, try to dress up Judgment Day as a bunch of goths and all that type of stuff. Meanwhile, Judgment Day are on the highest rated show on WWE every week and all that type of stuff.
On the other side.
Then it's not like they're doing all that bad, so. But anyhow.
Edge's doing.
Huh?
A lot better than what Edge is doing right now. I'm sorry, Adam. The rated R superstar Adam Copeland. Sorry.
Then eventually, Adam Copeland does hit the spear. He beats Luchasaurus, and afterwards he gets beat down by Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus, and they beat him down, and then Bryan Danielson runs out to make the save. But he's not very successful. And then there's a big brawl that happens at the end of the show. Gates of Agony come out, and then Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta come out. And during this, Page makes his way. You don't even see Page out there. This really didn't make any sense. They did a thing where Heyman and Adam Page worked together with the Blackpool Combat Club to take out the Mogul Embassy. I get it's like, the enemy of the enemy is my friend, but they legitimately just had a blood and guts match recently. And it's just,
but they did dap each other up at the end, so.
Yeah, it is what it is, but it's like, I feel like that was kind of like in the moment, like they kind of forgot what was going on there. It should have been kind of like they just happened to be there. And then the show actually ends with Bryan Danielson making Christian Cage tap out, showing that could possibly happen in the TNT title match. And if you've watched wrestling for more than 5 seconds of your life, that means Bryan Danielson's not winning the title on Saturday. So I liked this for what it was. I thought, it was really good stuff. The thing that sucked about it was obviously this isn't what I would have wanted Adam Copeland's first match in AEW to be. It did kind of feel like they still want him to get used to the AEW style, so they put him in there with Luchasaurus, and I thought, he looked good in there. This isn't really a different match I would have seen Adam Copeland have if he was in WWE. I mean, honestly, it felt like the Sheamus match, except that the Sheamus match was a bit better. And it just kind of sucked. Like, this was Adam Copeland's first match outside of WWE in 25 years. And at the end of the day, it wasn't even about him at the end of the day. It was more about Bryan Danielson and Christian Cage. They're popping up their match for Saturday.
Seems like he was an afterthought.
Yeah, it seemed like he was very much an afterthought. It's weird because that was the big draw for why a lot of people wanted to watch AEW. So it's like, early days of Adam Copeland's run in AEW have been kind of like thumbs in the middle. There's been good stuff in there with the promos between him and Christian Cage and stuff. But yeah, this his first match, I would say, was kind of like I don't hate it. Like, it's fine Adam Copeland went and everything like that, but I'm hoping it's looking like it's going to be kind of a little bit of a regrettable situation. I think he went in there wanting to do all this great stuff, and so far it's not looking like it's going in that direction. I still gave the match like 3.5 stars because it was still really good stuff, but yeah. Zero, how did you feel about Adam Copeland's first match in AEW?
Who the fuck had him? Okay, I'm just gonna call him Edge. I don't give a fuck. He's still Edge. But who the fuck Edge think he is, bruh? This nigga over here hitting a fucking crossbody. This man think he was in Assassin's Creed. This man literally parkour from the ring apron to the fucking steps and do a spear, bro. I'm like, this is no Mirror's Edge, bro. Stop. This man fucking parkouring shit. He homie think he was John Morrison. I'm like, what the fuck? So, for what it wasn't bad. This was the only match I actually wanted to see.
That's fair.
Because, like, I'm curious from this old fuck. I want to see what he could do. It wasn't awful. Like, I would say that it wasn't awful. Most of the match was just like Luchasaurus just beating the shit out of him. But at the same time, for what Edge does, it wasn't bad.
I also want to kind of call out too, like Excalibur was trying to be like, for those younger fans who may not know Adam Copeland, like dude's been wrestling for 3 years at this point now. By the way, like it's like, what are you talking about?
He literally had a match in August.
Yeah. Like,
for those who don't know Adam Copeland, do you not watch WWE, nigga?
Apparently they don't.
Apparently the tribalism is crazy, bro. Because like
it is.
Like, it's ridiculous. Because like, for those who never watch this guy from WWE, bro, half of the fans who was watching AEW watches like WWE. They watch WWE. They either watch what other promotion does the characters usually watch? Fucking, I don't know. Fucking Backyard Wrestling.
Well, Impact and stuff. That's
Impact maybe.
Backyard Wrestling.
Nah, bro.
It's just,
I can tell you, Backyard Wrestling.
why would they even say it? Like, WWE, I'll admit, was pretty bad in the past. But when they talked about,
like other promotions,
because Vince only thought that WWE existed.
Yeah.
Until Michael Cole, like, Bullet Club. I'm like, yes.
But this was just,
Barreto Carrera.
Yeah, but this was like, but it was like really odd. Like, it's like Excalibur just pretty much said, for those younger fans that may not know Adam Copeland, it's like they kind of took off like 3 years of his career, pretty much.
They kind of took off not just 3, but his whole entire WWE spin from like the 2000s to fucking the 2010s and the 2020s. It's crazy, but
yeah. Did you see any of Adam Copeland's first match in AEW, Chris?
No.
Okay. You should. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, Chris. If there's anything you should watch from that Dynamite, it's just the main event, because I'm gonna say this, he wasn't half bad. Even though Luchasaurus was, the younger one, and try to make him feel at home and shit like that, Adam Copeland did well. This nigga think he could do I swear, what is with these old fucks and try to like be more creative with their shit? This man did a tornado DDT off the fucking apron. This man This man did a fucking. This man hop off the apron to the steel steps and do a spear. Like this man.
I did see that. It was pretty cool.
That shit, bro. I was like, what is this man doing? Did Sting put him up to this? Just do some shit. Like what the fuck?
Banger.
Yeah, like holy shit, bro.
Yeah, I'll say this. I think it will stop picking up again. Like kind of like once they really get this Christian Cage feud going too. I just think the early days of Adam Copeland's run has been like a thumbs in the middle type of thing. I think it's tough. This is the first time he's been outside of WWE,
which is
really,
crazy.
Ever in his career. I know he's done like WCW stuff, but
he didn't really do WCW stuff. What they did is during the invasion, that's basically where all the stuff was at. But like the thing is, this is weird to me, seeing fucking Edge in a whole different promotion,
right?
Because people like Edge, John Cena, Triple H, Randy Orton, they are WWE lifers. And I'm still getting used to seeing Edge in a different promotion.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
And this makes me think, what happened if Randy Orton decides to show up in fucking Impact Wrestling? Be like, yo, what are these goons doing here, bro? Stop.
That'd be awesome. But yeah. So that was Dynamite. If I had to give Dynamite like a letter grade, I still thought it was a solid enough show. I would give it like I'll give it a B. I think the only thing I feel like they did way too much. I feel like they did way too much hot shot booking and like way too much. Hey, don't watch, stop, don't switch over and all that type of stuff. And I feel like AEW basically just tried to play WWE's game, and they've been successful in the past, but this time it was just not their time. But
today was
Chris, you've been fairly silent, obviously, because which I feel bad for, because but you said you were going to be fine with it because you were waiting for the end. What's the ratings?
Okay, so the ratings are out.
Oh boy!
In the 18 to 49 demo, AEW did a .26, WWE did a .3.
Okay.
Oh.
AEW's viewership is way worse than I thought. 609,000.
Oh my gosh.
And what was
WWE? 921,000.
What?
Wow.
921,000. It was a massacre. AEW got fucking anally raped.
They did.
Yo.
Even close.
Fuck.
And you know what? Part of my thinking is too.
What?
As I think Tony Khan turned off a lot of people from the product.
Yeah.
His incessant tweeting about WWE
Bruh.
turned so many people off from the product.
Yeah.
I could see people at that buy-in too, by the way, being like, being turned off when they found out the John Moxley match not happening too.
Oh yeah. The thing is that I love competition, but when you act like not like just in general, like competition makes things better. But what Tony Khan was doing, it was kind of like turning them away from what they trying to. This man, bro, because my fucking god. So this is a random example of how competition will help both like sales. Okay, this is a weird example, but on the day Doom Eternal release, right? Animal Crossing New Horizon released as well. And it was competition. But instead of going after each other, they help each other out. Crazy, because you will not believe me, but this is a real thing. You can look it up. On the Animal Crossing community, especially on the Reddit, they wish Doom Eternal good luck on the sales. Then the same happened on the Doom Eternal community and that Reddit. So basically, they're in competition because Doom's a big franchise, and same with Animal Crossing, but they work together to help each other out. When it comes down to certain things like maybe Pro Wrestling Noah or New Japan, right? They are technically, competition because they're one of the biggest pro wrestling companies in Japan, but they still have their steady fan base because they're not throwing shots at each other. They trying to they have their shows, they have their fucking things. They even have their cross promotion, which is basically technically Noah versus New Japan. But besides all that, they're not throwing shots at each other. They're not throwing shade. They're doing business on how they do it and try to gain more attention by basically not by they're trying to gain attention by focusing on their talent and not on the other people's shit. This is reminding me of the Monday Night Wars, not the TNA one, because the TNA one wasn't even a war. That was just a slaughter.
That was a massacre.
That was a massacre.
That was worse than what happened tonight or last night.
Yeah.
Well, what Tuesday night because it's Thursday.
Yeah, but if y'all guys know the channel Wrestling Bios, right? He does the Reliving the War. So what's been going on is that during a certain year, right, how WCW was slaughtering WWE in ratings or all that other shit, but as they keep throwing shots at WWE, other shit, and the dumb fucking bookings, their ratings started to decline. And the show product starting to decline as well. I don't want this to happen to AEW because AEW is the only promotion I could actually say is a fucking alternative to the machine known as WWE. They ask budget wise, they ask equal to. Talent wise, they ask equal to, but slightly better. But with certain things like throwing shade and all the other shit, Tony Khan is okay for a guy who rocks with AEW and a guy who also reviews it. Tony Khan is going to be the main reason why AEW is going to fucking suffer if he doesn't shut the fuck up and actually stop being a child and act like a leader. Because with all the shit going on, from the Punk things to how he's acting on Twitter, he's going to be the downfall. And I hope he doesn't be okay. I hope Tony Khan learns from this and doesn't be the downfall, but from how he's doing it, he's being the downfall of this great promotion. It is annoying because I want to go against the machine, but shit like this is making me like, come on, bro. There could be a lot better things you could have done, but this is ridiculous. This show was fuck it. NXT won. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah, I really did.
I'm tired of this bullshit.
And look, we can sit here and talk about too, just so that way we don't completely. It seems like it's a very on AEW type of thing. NXT obviously had to throw all their big stars out there, everything, because AEW played ball. now now NXT has to go back to normal, and I think a lot of people are gonna expect NXT is gonna be the way that it was last night. It's gonna be like, then NXT like kind of sent people in like a false sense of security type of thing too by throwing out all the main stars because we didn't really. If you think about it too, not a lot of NXT stars really were there last night. It was just Roxanne Perez, Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, Dragunov, and I feel like too a lot of people are gonna be set up to think that NXT is always this way, which
It's not.
it's not.
This is just a special occasion.
Yeah, and so both shows I think didn't really suffer type of thing, but I think both shows really were just kind of focused on winning like I said, a war versus. I'm not saying producing a good show type of thing because I think NXT did still produce a good show type of thing, but they were more focused on trying to beat each other than saying like, "Hey, this is a reason to tune in the next week." Because we do have some great stuff on for next week for NXT and for Dynamite, but I think a lot of people are going to be kind of left with a false sense of security type of thing. So it's good to have wars, but it's tough to watch them on a one night stand type of thing. But yeah, anything you want to say about the war, Chris, that Zio and I have just kind of said?
All I'm gonna say is if they don't fucking put a fucking leash on their owner, it's going to become WCW 2.0. You don't want that.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want it to become WCW 2.0 because guess what? That $1 billion company that just merged with the UFC, they'll be lurking.
Yep.
And guess what? They see you declining, money offer, boom, you're done again.
Uh-huh.
No more alternative.
Especially, too, if you remember, too, Eric Bischoff learned from this. His goal was just to take down WWF, and that hurt him at the end of the day too. Like,
yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And will hurt Tony Khan if he fucking doesn't focus on himself and not on the opposition.
Yeah, like it wasn't ideal anyways. The NXT had to move off Wednesday night. Obviously the MLB playoffs going on and all that type of stuff, but they didn't have to move to Tuesday. They could have gone to Thursdays, and all of this could have been avoided. Like. And look, it's affected Adam Copeland's star power now because a lot of people are like wondering, was Adam Copeland really a big star? Like Tony Khan's hurt the big signing that he brought in. This is like Adam Copeland is probably one of the biggest signings that Tony Khan has ever had in this company, and he's now ruining his star power because a lot of people are thinking, like, was Adam Copeland a waste of money now and all that type of stuff? And it's like...
I wouldn't say he was a waste of money. I think the thing is that they know... Okay. They know what they want to do. It's how we're going to get there. Because this is probably just me. This feud with Christian and Edge, it's not going to be for a title, because
probably not.
Because what I think is going to happen, they're going to take the title off Christian. I don't know who is going to do it, but eventually that's what's going to happen. And then this is where once that happens, then the real shit is gonna start. That's what I think is gonna happen, though.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We are gonna do one news item because it actually kind of fits with the crossover because it's one that's going on in one company, one that's going on the other, and they both have mingled before.
Mm-hmm.
Talks with WWE and CM Punk, they're being reported right now saying that
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Yeah. Do you want CM Punk?
It's tough. I do, but I don't at the same time.
That's understandable. If you want him, you can have him. I don't like.
Oh yeah, because he'd be on the other show. But yeah, CM Punk. It was. It's been reported the past few days that WWE and CM Punk are in talks. But now it's looking like that's not the case. Apparently, WWE, doesn't want anything to do with CM Punk. They're worried about what the negative repercussions of that could mean with how his AEW one ended and all that type of stuff. But it's basically up to Vince McMahon, Triple H, Paul Levesque, and Nick Khan. And right now there is no talks. But again, it's still kind of one of those things. You'll believe it when you see it type of thing because I've been saying this. I think if CM Punk isn't at Survivor Series because that's in Chicago, and if he's not at the Royal Rumble, I think that's pretty much rules out that he's ever coming back to WWE. But
or wrestling in general.
Yeah,
because I don't know if he wants to still wrestle.
But maybe it's one of those things where they can sit him down and say like, "Hey, this is your last chance. We're taking a big risk on you. You can't screw up this time," type of thing. Because obviously, it's not like CM Punk has a lot of leverage at the end of the day because he blew his other chance at the other promotion. So, yeah, it's interesting. Again, I don't know what to believe anymore because this could all just be news making the rounds type of thing. Like, is he actually staying type of thing? But Chris, we'll start with you because this is like a WWE topic. What do you think about this news topic?
It's a lot of like wait and see, a lot of teases. But at the same time, it could just mean nothing. It's so... Because, again, it's being reported by Meltzer, and Meltzer's not really reliable.
Especially when it comes to WWE news recently.
Yeah, and the king of one-sided information. So, I don't know. It just seems... I'm going to take a wait-and-see approach. I'm not listening to anything that anyone says in the news media.
Yeah, selfishly, I'd like him to be at the Rumble because I plan on attending that show, and I like him to at least return there. Like, obviously, I think he'll get a big pop no matter if he's already returned by then or if he hasn't. I mean, he'll get a bigger pop if it's his first appearance type of thing. But, and again, before I put it to zero, I think we've talked about this. Maybe they'll kind of hope it's like with Cody. When Cody came in and it was a completely different environment when he came to WWE versus AEW. But we'll see. Zero, what do you think of this news story right here?
I don't know what to think because it's like, well, one, I don't give a fuck, but two, recent things has been going on. For example, like it's like I wouldn't mind if he goes back. I really don't. Well, the thing is, I want to know, does he still want to like wrestle,
right?
Than anything, because after everything that happened, I don't know if he still want to like wrestle, and I kind of don't want him to stop wrestling. Yes, he may be a cancer in the locker room, but if he still wants to wrestle, that's all I want to know. Not like, is he gonna have beef with so in the third? I want to know, does he still have that that instinct that he wants to still do this? If he doesn't want to do it still, then that's fine. If he do, then he gotta, clean up a bit. But recent thing shows that anything could happen. You have CM Punk return after fucking decades or some shit. You have a WWE lifer jump ship to AEW. You have fucking basically you have Shibata back wrestling after his stupid ass damn near killed himself in the ring. With him against Okada. That shit was crazy. But you have like a lot of shit going on in this world of pro wrestling. So I don't know if I should say I don't know if I should say I doubt it or I don't doubt it, because this day and age, there's a lot of shit going on. A lot of motherfuckers coming back and a lot of people like jumping ship, and it's just like, I don't know. Maybe, I guess. Oh, he's not coming back because... Oh.
Say that last part again because you cut out for a little bit.
Basically, like, I don't know what to believe anymore because it's like a lot of shit happened. People jump ship, lifers jumping ship, man, like a wrestler's coming back to do wrestling and literally whatever, and just like it's a wild time to be a wrestling fan. So I don't know if I should be like, nah, he's not going there, or I don't know. It's just we seen shit happen, so I don't know what to say.
Now you're probably thinking, and stuff. Why is this a crossover news? But
is it coming back
at the
to
same
AEW?
time? Well, no. At the same time, there's been some news that's come out about Jack Perry. So this is why we're covering it here. Jack Perry's suspension has been lifted, pretty much. It's over now, but Tony Khan is hesitant to put him back on TV because of how closely associated he is with CM Punk. A lot of people would obviously start putting back up CM Punk again and stuff. So so essentially he's not suspended, but they're still going to keep him off TV for a while, which, it does suck because, sucks a situation like that had to have happened, but it's like, it's kind of like, why, I mean, I know this is like an extreme example, but like why Chris Benoit's son hasn't shown up in any major promotion, because a lot of people would think about Chris Benoit. It seems like that's, it seems like that's what the case is, right now. I don't know when this will blow over. It's going to be tough. I feel like, it's not like anyone's ever going to forget. The AEW fans have very great memories, as we know. So it's like you have to bring the guy back eventually. It's you can't just leave the guy at home for a while and just not have him do anything. It's just going to be like weird. But yeah, it's a really shitty situation. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens. What's going to be his reputation when he does come back, too, because obviously he was like the four pillars of AEW and everything like that. Like, people are going to be on eggshells.
The weakest of the four pillars, in my opinion.
Will he be a babyface, or will he be a heel, too? Because a lot of people, I wonder if in Chicago, if he is, he definitely should be uber heel in Chicago, because a lot of people will hate him in Chicago. Because they'll blame him for like the CM Punk situation, and
rightfully so. He should have kept his fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, interesting to see what happens. What do you think about this news story? Jack Perry being left at home. His suspension being lifted, but he's still gonna be left at home because of how closely associated he is with the CM Punk situation. What's up with Zio? Because him and I just sparked together.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you're not a Jack Perry fan. So
not just that, but it's just yes, he has to come back eventually, which I do know he has to, and I want him to. But I hope he learns to. Just shut the fuck up, bro. Because the thing is that all this happened because you opened your mouth and just said some slick shit. Like, come on now, bro. We're at a historic event. Come on, bro. Just shut the fuck up and just let it just whatever, bro.
I know. I feel like he's not really. I mean, it's been mentioned before, which is what story we had to cover. We covered recently. A lot of people aren't really giving him slack about what happened. Like he's as much to blame, if not maybe a little less than CM Punk, because obviously CM Punk, he already had a big 2 strikes against him, maybe even like 3, obviously.
And he's hot-headed, so like
yeah.
So
it's like
shit, man.
But Jack Perry should have known a little bit better than that. Like, but yeah, Chris, how do you feel about hearing this news story about like Jack Perry, that he's basically going to be off until who knows how long?
It is what it is at this point. Like, nothing more that we can do about it. That's already been done. Like, and already been talked about. Like, it's whatever. It'll be when they're ready to use them, they'll use them.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with them storyline wise and everything like that. But we'll see. Do you agree though, Chris? He's definitely getting booed anytime the AEW is in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
I hope they don't
acknowledge
make
your
any
tribal
references.
chief?
Yeah. I hope they don't make any references to it, like or anything like that. Like when he's in Chicago. Like I kicked your guy. Like I feel like they shouldn't do that, but we'll see. Running down both cards for both shows real quick. NXT is looking pretty good. We have Carmelo Hayes versus Dijak versus Baron Corbin, where the winner will face Ilya Dragunov at one of the nights of NXT Halloween Havoc.
It's gonna be Baron Corbin winning. I know.
We know that. Dijak's probably there to take the loss, unless
Baron
they do
Corbin's
some storyline
winning,
wise with it.
right, Chris? Baron Corbin's gonna win, right?
Fuck no.
Who do you think's winning then, Chris? If it's not Baron Corbin,
Baron Corbin.
Dijak Mundo.
No, hell yes.
and then we have other stuff announced for
Dijak.
NXT though. Tegan Nox is gonna face Lyra Valkyria. I think it's just a match, like I said before. I don't think it's like a number one contendership match or anything like that. But it's good stuff. Good, they have some good heat in the match. We're gonna have that tag team, Bada Bin, Bada Boom, Bada Royal, where the winners are gonna face Tony D'Angelo and Stacks on one of the nights of NXT Halloween Havoc. And then we're gonna have another match set in the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. I'm not sure which one it's gonna be. I think it seems like they're just doing one match a week. And then by the time we get to Deadline or something, or whenever we get to a big show, I imagine the finals will take place on one of the nights of Halloween Havoc. There you go. Dynamite. I'm sorry, not Dynamite. We have some exciting stuff coming up on the AEW programming.
No, it's not.
On Rampage on Friday, we have the Gates of Agony versus Claudio Castagnoli and Willie Yuta.
Oh God.
We have the Hardys and Brother Zay versus Daniel Garcia, Daddy Magic, Matt Menard, and Cool Hand Edge. I could do without that match.
All right, bro.
Sky Blue's gonna face Emi Sakura. Jay Lethal's gonna face Trent Beretta. And that's all the matches for Rampage. That looks like a very.
I'm not watching Rampage then. Anyways.
You never watch Rampage. I think Rampage. I think Rampage could book like an Ultimate Dream card, and you still wouldn't watch it.
On God.
We do have some stuff announced for Collision. I forget exactly every match that's announced there, but I know one of the matches obviously is the TNT title match between Christian Cage and Bryan Danielson. I think there's other matches announced, but I forget what they are. So there's that. Doing no disservice right here, by the way. I remember the NXT matches, but I couldn't remember the Collision matches.
That's too bad.
We should bring Noah back.
Yeah, he's trying.
We should bring him back one day. Just be like, Noah, let's do an episode. And just all this shit going. Then he sees all the shit we doing. I'm like, what the fuck?
I did send him I did send him the Grand Slam episode of
Oh hell yeah!
He hasn't I don't think he's watched it yet though, because he hasn't gotten back to me about
I don't think he wants to.
I didn't tell him to watch the first 20 minutes. I told Chris to watch the first 20 minutes of that too, but he's only watched like about 10 minutes of it. So
because he heard me talk about some random shit. Like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about, bro?
Hey, I had to prepare. Like I said, I was told to prepare you for Chris Dodd and Chris Dodd for you because But look, I thought pretty much the first episode's over. I thought this was a success. It seemed like everybody got along, and it seemed like
D. James, no fucking issues.
Yeah.
No issue is fucking. I don't know.
So it shows that we could do this again. This I end up being the rundown crew. Once a month. So. There you go.
If this is gonna be the rundown crew, this shit better be ridiculous.
I know we only talked about two things, and it was 3.5 hours. So, But yeah, before we end this off, let's do some plugs and promotion. We'll start with Chris because he has the least amount of stuff to plug.
Yeah.
Like unplug your OnlyFans.
I'm not that desperate.
Nigga, I am.
I got nothing. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, he pulled a Christian Cage right there. Zero, is there anything you want to plug?
Wait, that was all the stuff you got to plug?
I think that was it, right? That was what you had to plug?
Yeah, just go fuck yourself.
So perfectly timed too. That's the thing that fucked me up, man. But fuck, what do I gotta plug? Oh yeah, for my EFED, I'm doing a autumn tour, so like all the way till shit. So the tour spans from this week till Thanksgiving. So yeah. So like that's the whole tour timeline. So it's gonna be like matches to like a setup for the championship stuff and storylines, and yeah, and what else I gotta plug? Go watch the rundown episode Ty hosted. It was a it was a cluster fluck and a fluster cluck.
Yeah, let's see if it's up.
Probably not yet.
Yeah, it's not up yet.
James still editing that shit, unfortunately. but yeah, I'm gonna go back to doing my tapings of my shows and all that stuff, and yeah, that's.
So I gotta watch the first tapings.
Yeah, man, I gotta fucking finish half of these tapings, but yeah.
Yeah, as for my stuff, obviously, like I said, the one down that that Zero hosted, and WWE Aftershock. I'll be covering myself. I'll be doing it Sunday since Chris is unavailable and I got things going on over the weekend. I'll be covering that myself. I'll be covering Fastlane and the post WWE shows minus this week's episode of NXT since I covered it here.
Life in the fast lane, pedal to the metal.
Then you can check out potentially it might be called off now. Since I may be busy tomorrow. WCW Bash of the Beach retro for 2000. It might not happen. It's looking like a 50-50 shot. If it doesn't happen, it won't happen until James is done with his break. So we'll see. But it might not happen. And then, AEW Spark, that will be coming out next week. Zio and I will do that. It's going to be a shorter one because we only have to cover now Rampage and Collision. We don't have anything else to cover. So, that will be good. I might try to get Noah on for that because he's going to be at Collision Live. And maybe I'll see if Noah and Zio will just host it since Noah and Zio haven't done one together in a while. Or maybe I'll come on. I'm not sure yet. It would depend on what.
Maybe you will come on. Maybe you will come on, but you won't.
Yeah, maybe.
Rock this world, baby.
And then we have some retros we're going to try to get done. Chris and I are going to do Halloween Havoc 1995 and 1998. Those will be the two ones centered around Halloween Havoc.
1998 is the Hogan Warrior one, right?
Yeah, it is.
I need to do that one too.
Yeah, you could come on for that one.
Yes, because I need.
You're more than welcome to, Zero.
Yeah,
you could.
Because I need to talk match. What? Wait, what you
use you on here? Do a 3-man booth again.
Oh hell yeah!
And then
it's mostly because I just want to talk shit about fucking Hulk Hogan in that match because that shit's atrocious, bro.
And then there'll be a retro hyping up Crown Jewel, like that go home week. It will be Crown Jewel 2021 because that's like one of the only good ones that's taken place, really. There's been good ones, but the too recent to do retros for. And
you gotta do the Crown Jewel with the Goldberg match.
That's not a Crown Jewel, but it is a Saudi show. Maybe Chris will pick that as one of his retros.
What was
Maybe
that?
I won't.
Huh? What did you say, Zero?
Was it a
It was Super Showdown, but it does. Hey, we're more than welcome to do that one because I've never watched that show. I've watched that match, but never that show because I don't want to watch it.
It's best not to.
But I will do. I will do it though. So
He'll do it anyways. He won't listen to us.
But yeah, so yeah, that's all the stuff that's coming up on the channel. Owen and AJ talks stuff on the Talkinator channel. I'm not sure what's coming up for it because my cousin AJ now is busy because he's got to wrap up his college because he's got to do his internship now and stuff. So videos on that channel.
That bread.
They're gonna be very short, which is gonna be tough for us because, as you guys know, I tend to talk for a while.
Yeah.
Chris is just like, I'm sitting here. I want to go. I want to get out of here.
He wants to. Can you imagine a yapping a contest?
I was called for dinner like a half an hour ago.
Yeah. But anyhow, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Since it's being recorded in the past, we will talk to you guys in the future.
Kawaii Club for life. My man's
hold on, let me end the audio recording.
Podcast has concluded. Be sure to check out more group discussion as far as
professional wrestling content
is concerned, and check out more content from For the Win Productions.